able to finish at least 3 games yesterday with 0 points, so they have to obviously make up for that one. And just to give you an idea how the map sequence is going to play out for this evening, it's still the same one. We're going to start things off in Erangel, then there's 2 Miramars and 2 Erangels in between, but at the last match for match number 18 here, we're still going to end things in Miramar.
Yep, it's going to be the same map sequence, ladies and gentlemen, and because we are already in the grand final, so there will be no groups to rotate. We will see all the games be played by the 18 teams that you know of that have made it into the grand finals. And just to give a little bit of a recap of our top ranked performers, Team Flash. Well, they are flashing really bright right now on our screen as our top ranked performer, followed by Vampire Esports, and then we have Sem9, who also did very well yesterday, if you can't think about it, and Saber too.
They were able to score 2 chicken dinners yesterday, right? The only team that scored double chicken dinners. So I guess it was a very promising day, for Sem9. But we'll always have, I guess, the question of are they going to continue, playing at that kind of pace? It can be exhausting. And I do wonder if there will be teams, especially those teams that are at the bottom of the leaderboard rankings, are they going to do something extra for today? Are we going to see them pop off? Are we going to see them really have that explosive gameplay that we are also eager to see?
Yes, and we are also eager to see if I can finally score a point this season. I have today and tomorrow left. I have 12 games, or I don't know how many games tomorrow, but yeah, I have that many games left. Okay. Gosh. Where do we start? Oh man. The first game is always the hardest, right? Because you don't know what sort of mood are they into. Do you have a name?
Yeah. I feel okay. I think I'm gonna start it with the big boys. I'm gonna go with Team Flash.
All right. The big boys, yeah? Okay. All right. I guess I also start with the big boys as well. Let's bring on Vampire. Come on, don't. Vampire. Okay. Don't disappoint me, people. Come on. Come on. All right, production, your turn. I wonder. Oh, that's also another big boy. You think about it?
Yeah.
It is. And all the logos are have orange-ish kind of theme. Just so happened.
Yeah. I mean, yesterday, obviously, Team Flash got pushed out of their comfort zone. Vampire Esports, they showed us, how it was done yesterday. They took the top spot. So I guess coming into our first game today, Sir Cloud, can they be lightning fast in taking back the penthouse? Or will this be the beginning of the end for Team Flash? Ooh. I mean, in terms of just getting at the top spot, okay?
Ooh, you made it sound like, is this the beginning of the end?
Beginning of the end. That's a plot right there.
Yeah, that's like the Red Queen in villain mode, sort of speak. Is this the beginning of the end?
Sounds like Batman, though.
Oh, wow. I can audition for that. Hello, Warner Brothers, we can talk.
I'm Batman.
Oh, I'm Batman.
I am vengeance. Oh, we're gonna do good in this.
Oh yeah. I'm the Cape Crusader. I'll fly in the night. Gotham City, be prepared. As we also fly into Erangel.
Let's start the game, people. Oh, that doesn't sound Batman. Okay, I think that's a different character. But anyway, okay, we are about to start and we are about to drop in the first map this evening in Erangel. Will we see different gameplays in front of us, or will we see again a shift in terms of their rotation and strategy? But there's also a difference that we are seeing right now from the titles coming from the left side of the screen here. When it comes to the most number of eliminations, I don't think it's you anymore. I think it's Mela.
Yeah, yesterday the round that he did really well, he scored 11 just by himself. That was insane. I hope to see more action like that from Vampire Esports. And yeah, it's a testament here, 31 total eliminations by him. But Hugh is just behind him by 2 eliminations, so that could change today. But looks like the fight here is not going to change. We're going to see Talon and Papa Messi.
It's an early engagement. Tribe Air Macy seems to be winning the fight. I mean, that was a fast one coming from Giante. I think that's already like 2 in the bag, or okay, just 1. Okay, but they do already have that slight advantage. I'll make that 2. I knew it was 2. Okay, he was able to take down 2 players coming from Talon Esports. So that is the burst of energy that we were talking about. And again, we just announced a very good news coming from Tribe Air Macy. And I think, the boys are extra inspired at the moment, maybe taking down this challenge up against Talent Esports. But let's see if Boo can make any difference right here. He goes in for the spray M416, ladies and gents. I mean, he was able to give up a little damage for Zaya, but how long is it going to last here?
Oh, now he has to just keep his distance because he's up against at least 2 in this fight. And Zayo ready in front of him. Rick as well with the UMP now going up against another player. I believe that's Yoru that's also running away on the southern side. So himself and Bubuku, they are split up right now. Bubuku has to win this fight, but unfortunately not able to against the 2 players of Tribe Mercy.
As for Talon, obviously, right off the bat, they were already at a disadvantage because of like what Giante did. I mean, it was already 2 in the bag in an instant, so it was really hard for Talon to recover from that one. But anyway, let's see if Yoru can still maybe outsmart and outgun Tribe Air Macy. But with this kind of momentum we're seeing from Tribe, it's almost impossible for them to be stopped. For now. I mean, especially their eyes are already red and just hunting down this last remaining player from Talon.
It does look like Talon is it's just buying time at this moment. I mean, we're talking about 4v1 and they're well stocked up, and we can see that Yoru doesn't have much with him. But another fight's also happening. We have Torak and the Vikings, and it seems like Torak is winning the fight somewhere else. But we're going to see the end of Tribe Mercy versus Talon very soon. Now that Giante is on the rooftop as well. Everybody's just waiting for the right moment, and they don't want to look down on their opponent in case a big clutch might come.
I mean, Superman's rear end just got kicked hard, He's back in the lobby, so there's already a deficit on the side of Vikings. But Tribe Air Macy again with a wonderful jump shot. They just eliminated Talon Esports, and they did not even let them take anything from this game. As for Todak, I think they were able to win the fight, yes, but they also have a chance to save 9 in the process, so they remain to be a complete squad here.
And the Vikings confirmed out. So with the fact that Tora has won against Vikings, I'm looking at the points now. Okay, they're only 1 point behind the Vikings, and that means that Tora, they potentially can overtake Vikings soon. And also Talon, they have been eliminated. So now Tora is no longer at the very bottom. Instead, their spot is replaced by Talon.
Yeah, and also BTR. I hope they can maintain the pace, for the set of matches we have this evening. I mean, they started really, at the bottom of the leaderboards, and it's great to see that slowly but surely they're climbing up the ranks here. Hopefully they can continue on stepping on the gas. But anyway, we're looking at the map feed, ladies and gentlemen. We've got RQ already in the middle. Close to Selcom DJ Alliance, but just looking at the situation and where the teams will be coming from, I feel like, it's going to be a busy north and even the western side of the circle here.
Yeah, as teams will rotate through that area, right? APG will have an easy entry. They are the only team in the military base island, and so it's easy for them to take the right side bridge into the circle, so wouldn't be too worried about them. I'll be interested to see what's going to happen in the middle of that circle from the left to the right, where most teams are also rotating. And that includes Sem9 as well, passing by Pachinki now.
We were talking about, like, Vikings, if they're going to be showing up for today. And again, this is their first game, and they just got eliminated with 0 points once again. This makes it their 4th game since yesterday that they weren't able to perform well.
Oh yeah, you're right. So it's like technically 5 games in a row they are at 0. Well, Leons doesn't want to get a 0 for himself. Managed to escape just in time before D Xavier arrives. But D Xavier, they're hunting.
Early lunch for the voice of D Xavier. Okay, this is what we want. I mean, usually we see them have a late surge, for every map. But I guess, it's a good day, for the boys of D Xavier. Now looking at Selcom DG Alliance. They're over here at farm area. Ooh, it looks like they could have a collision, maybe against Sem9 boys.
Yeah, Southcom DG Alliance. They're behind 7-9, but they didn't really go all the way. So they stop around area of farm, so I guess that's okay. Oh, but then again, there's still Fax here behind. Ooh, I wonder if he'll be able to survive that one. But he can play by the really side, right? So we can see here there's a view that's blocked. So Southcom DG Alliance won't have a good clear shot. So Fax will survive this one.
Okay, so BTR at the moment, pretty close to the edge of the circle here from the western side, just east of Pachinki. They could probably do a lot of gatekeeping. I mean, Four Thrives is already there, but maybe still gauging the situation if they're going to step inside now or will they wait it out. But still, BTR is in the position to assume a lot of points considering the fact that there are a lot of teams headed towards that spot. But then again, we are waiting, for those teams already in the middle here, Sir Cloud, to engage against each other. I mean, they're pretty close to one another. The Savior, RQ, Celcom, Boom Esports, and even Alter Ego Eras.
Yeah, more teams getting close. And I guess everyone's trying to target this high ground area, right? It's a premium spot with this kind of circle still. But that might change in stage 2, so we will monitor the situation. That's why these teams, they are not really all in. We must get that high ground. It's okay, if there's someone there, we can let it go for now. It's not the most important position in the world yet.
It's so amazing. Teams are really taking their time here in Erangel. I mean, we're at stage 1 and we're still looking at 16 teams. So hopefully we will be able to see more drop clashes happen, in the remaining matches. To see some of the teams, especially that are still part of the second page, to again turn their aggression up a bit, just gather those elimination points to remain competitive in the game.
And let's see who can remain competitive at the next stage of the circle. I wish it would be a hardship towards the right. That would be kind of fun. This is a challenging circle. We've seen the high ground circle before, and it will be a hardship. Oh man, yum. You know, in Malaysia, what do we call this? If we say something before it happens, and it happens,
What?
we call it, our mouth is salty.
Your mouth is salty.
Yeah, it's a saying here in Malaysia.
Oh, so salty.
Yeah, I have a salty mouth. When I say it before it happens, then it happens. I have a salty mouth.
Salty now. Ooh, was that Clan? I believe that was Clan taken down. Succum GG Alliance finds himself managing 2 teams over here, but coming off the kill feed, it's Team Flash versus Boom Esports, and Boom, well, they're getting picked off one by one here, but we're going to take a look at what will happen between Succum GG Alliance and the Savior. I think this is already inevitable. This fight is definitely going to go down. Here comes the attack again with a shotgun, and Munawa just finds himself facing the floor in an instant.
Wow. Both sides, looks like the fight might continue, but the Southcom DG Alliance, they know that they are not in a good position. So that's why you can see that Ade Luke left Munawe. Okay, I have no idea who Munawe is, but he just got gunned down. Same goes for Olio. Olio's down as well. Paragen shot from where? Oh, Falak from 4 Thrives.
Oh, feisty. Okay. I guess 4 Thrives right now is doing some early rotations. I mean, stage 2, this is a hard circle to begin with. This has more than 50% water, so we do have limited space here. So teams are kind of forced to get into the best position that they could have, because that would determine if they're going to be surviving and making it to the latter stages of the match here. But let's take a look at what's happening between Sem9 and Boom Esports. Obviously, Boom is inside a compound over here, and they do know the plan, coming from Sem9. It is to take over this compound. So the big question is, are they going to let them?
Oh, but Boom, 1 player knocked still, but it should be okay. Tombe will pick him up. But Sem9 and D-Xavier, looks like they're in a clash. D-Xavier just took out a player of Sem9. And one other player is currently low. But we're going to switch our focus onto RRQ now. A potential fight with APG just across them. And both sides in the circle. But then again, if you kind of think about this kind of circle is you have very little playable land because there's a lot of water in it. So that's where we will see teams start to fight for territory.
Oh, yeah. And also, speaking of territory, well, we got T2K versus Tribe RMC up north. We got Vampire Esports also going up against AZ Slumber. But we're looking at Japa from behind, and that was a nasty one. That's coming from Rule.
Ooh, okay. Can they actually win this fight entirely? Because right now, if we look at their position, they're all the way up north with the circle shifted towards the main peninsula. So that's understandable. It is the esports mode. And we still have a good amount of teams rotating into the circle. We have Dora just behind BTR. That might be another potential interesting fight. But we're going to focus on the Tribe RMC again as they recover themselves against C2K.
Little civil war happening between the Tribe and, of course, T2K, but it's not looking too good on the side of Tribe. I mean, Zayo Rig currently not down on the ground, but one of them had already been picked up. But unfortunately, Delta took another hit coming from Train to Kill. So this is an interesting back and forth between these two teams. I mean, we're not exactly sure who's going to be winning the fight. I mean, obviously, Gyante, he's the only active member left for Tribe RMC, but the good thing with Tribe RMC is that they have cover. But here comes T2K right now with the attack. Can he be successful? Can he be the knight in shining armored? Igneous right now low in HP, but he was able to get the job done. And he still has a chance to save his teammates.
And here comes Tora. Now they might fight with BTR. The fight that we thought early on could potentially happen. Zaxi now on the ground. And the rest of Tora coming in. BTR, they turn around to fight with Tora just by the edge of the circle. Tora, they still have a spread. Lang is coming in though to join together with his teammates. We have Redface here. Right in front of him, two players of Tora. That nade was crucial. Like himself right now, pretty low at 9 with a drop shot onto Redface. Will eliminate him. That is BTR taken out by Tora.
Yeah, oh man, that was brutally done by 9. I mean, he shot him while he is still in the air, so that was quite shocking. But Fourth Rise right now about to go up against Todak. And Todak, if I'm not mistaken, they are the ones that are currently at the bottom of the leaderboard. So I'm pretty sure that they know what is at stake for now. And if they want to stay in the game, they will just have to perform. And it's going to be a tough one since we're talking about Fourth Rise over here. But Todak, this is a solid performance, right from the get-go. 8 now in the bag, and I think they are about to ram up some more. And it looks like they do have a lot of opportunities to do this. I mean, we've got Fourth Rise, and now Vampire Esports also coming into play.
Oh yeah, Vampire want to hold their #1 spot, but it's going to be rather difficult for them. Now with the fact that Fourth Rise will try to stop them. And here comes Falak as well with his TQC DBS gameplay by Falak. Cooking up his nade. He has 9 nades in his hands. Man, that's why they call him the Grenade Master.
Yeah, the king of nades. Oh man, Falak continues to dominate, for Fourth Rise. Unfortunately, though, Jewy was able to put him down, with that shotgun blast that just happened. So let's see if Fourth Rise can still recover from this one. Vampire Esports obviously doing the same thing here, but Red Bull already out of the equation here thanks to T2. Noki's been doing quite a great job as well, shutting down another player coming from Fourth Rise, or coming from Vampire Esports. But Noki right now has to take care of Todak this time.
And looks like Fourth Rise dominating. So far we at least 5 eliminations of Vampire Esports. The top leaderboard have been eliminated. This opens up the opportunity for Team Flash to overtake them. With the fact that Team Flash is still a full squad, they have a good chance. But we're going to check out what's going to happen here with Tora, the team that is at number 17 right now, and they definitely want to get out of here.
12 teams remaining for stage 4 here. 20 seconds on the clock. We got Ruthless, Alpha Gaming coming into contact, up against Todak as well. But with all of those smokes getting popped, popped off, I feel like it's really difficult for Alpha Gaming to find an angle over here. And we can see Ruthless being accurate with those shots as well. I mean, was able to give up some damage, but again, not enough to take that point with him. But as for Todak, 9 elimination points now. And Cleon must be doing one heck of a job here. I mean, 5, just, for himself.
Yeah. Right now, Cleon, 5 eliminations, if you kind of think about it. That is a lot for an individual. And they have a full squad still, so they can still rank it, those elimination points. We're going to check on them later, because right now, Fourth Rise, they're looking for their spot to be in the circle. Entering it, They're circling around trying to find a good spot, but around them we have RRQ, we have Boom Esports. It's not that easy because they were one of the later comers, but they should be able to find one. I can see IQ there, found a spot. But Xavier, Team Flash, here we go.
Tops now, currently at the bottom. Levi's as well took a major hit, and we're down to our last surviving member from the side of Xavier. Let's see if they're going to be making it out alive on this one, but that was such a great nade coming from Natty T, putting down Win on the floor. Now it's all up to Hugh to save Team Flash, but then again, they have to do this as fast as they could because Boom Esports is also lurking within the area. Coming off the kill feed though, it's RQ versus Alpha Gaming versus 7-9, so it's lighting up.
Oh man, so many fights erupting at the same moment. But we're gonna look at Team Flash, our second place on the leaderboard right now, and they are facing challenges from other teams. Now only 2 players left for Team Flash. While Xavier out at number 12, 3 elimination points. Lots of fights lining up. I don't know how observers are gonna catch up.
I know, right? But T2K, okay, coming back into action over here versus Alter Ego Eris. And this is something that, you know, we are definitely excited to see. Just look at the exchange happening in front of the screen. Moana, right now, one of the 2 players still alive for Alter Ego Eris, and is coming after T2K. But then again, had to step back a little. But let's see who's going to be winning the fight. This is a dance-off, and T2K remains at the top.
Ooh, okay. T2K better win this one because earlier on they needed their own teammate. To be exact, Ignis went down. And Ignis can still be picked up. But we have Rosemary here. A man who's known to be very clutchable. For the moment he stepped in. Oh, just before he's able to step in, GK from the side took him out.
Oh man, that was beautifully done by GK. Okay, here we go. Team Secret right now going up against T2K. Now, obviously, T2K just had gone from a fight, you know, and it will be difficult for them to greet and make sure that they eliminate Team Secret in this situation. But then again, they could still turn the tables up against Team Secret. Right now, we are seeing them, you know, trying to flush out points of T2K here. But GK took a hit, and that was a great one.
Oh, here comes. And T2K, just too much for them to handle. That's a third party by Team Secret cleaning up. And they managed to score a total of 4 elimination points. Now after resetting, it's time for Team Secret to move into the circle as the circle went towards the left side. And we still have Team Flash, who's playing in the middle of the circle with a compound on their own.
But I can say that it was still a very good performance coming from T2K. I mean, they were able to score 6 elimination points, so I think it's a pretty good one, you know, for first game, day number 3 here of the grand finals. Now we're looking at Boom Esports, and this is one of the teams that I can say is also performing, you know, for the entirety of this tournament. I just hope that they can continue on stepping on that gas, as we mentioned a while ago. 7-9 taking down some elimination points for themselves as well, but we still got 8 more teams here for stage 5. In 7-9, they already have 1 casualty, but 3 is still a solid number.
Yeah. 7-9 doing so far so good as well. But let's see if they can wrap it up. So far, the only team with a full squad is Tora, and they already have 10 elimination points. Where was Tora all this while? All of a sudden, they're showing up today.
And that's what we like. I'm pretty sure, you know, the fans of Todak Esports celebrating if they can deliver a chicken dinner. Hey, you know, there are a lot of teams kind of showing us a little power that they have at the moment. We're not seeing an explosive gameplay just yet, but we'll just maybe have to wait. I mean, this is just the first game this evening. We're looking at Amaza. 7-9, again, still trying to rack up some more points here. I mean, potentially they could shut down Team Secret from this position. So let's see if they can find, you know, an angle that could best work for them.
I'm looking at the minimap, and if we would look at the northern side, Tora is just next to Team Flash. And looks like the fight is happening now. Hugh is going to start off by knocking down a member of Tora, and they will retaliate back. They don't like these neighbors. These neighbors are the type that don't take out their garbage and leave it at the front door.
No, they're getting all the complaints, but still. But anyway, okay, back to Todak, and it's not looking too good because, well, they're all blooded up. We're only talking about 9 here as the last surviving member. Now he's trying to get into the smokes here, trying to go for that revive. And I guess, Team Flash would love to reset, prior reset and actually go for a charge. Coming with the kill feed, it's 4th Thrives versus RQ someplace else. And I feel like 4th Thrives has this one in the bag because RQ is a little bit bitten down.
And whether the circle will beat down any other players. Oh, still goes towards Team Flash and Toda. And also Sam9, they have their own compound. But the one that does not have it. Okay, we have Celcom DJ Alliance 966. I believe that's Adit Luke. And we have Team Secret that's on the other side of the road. So Team Secret, they have the toughest challenge of crossing the road while 4th Rise is in front of them.
Hugh is already taking his time. He's focusing on longevity over here. I mean, he's not being super aggressive, but it's a different story though for Todak. I mean, if you have that advantage, if you have that opportunity to score some more, that's exactly what you're going to do inside the game. And here comes Nine now making a move. And yeah, I was able to get Hugh in the process. And that was the end of the line for Team Flash, which brings us down to just 7 teams remaining. And we're back to Sem9 versus Team Secret.
Yeah, Sem9, 3 players playing without Satya, aka Firen. So far, they can still hold this area of Milta, so that's okay for them. But okay, I'm looking at Team Secret right now. They're making the rotation towards where Sem9 is at. Are they going to go all the way up north? It would make absolute sense if they do. Go up north, try to check that high ground, and take that spot instead. But if they were to go there all the way, they have to face off against Toda, which I think is fine. But they decided to stop just right at the rim of the circle above Sem9.
Obviously, Sem9 has the biggest advantage since they're the ones really occupying a small portion of that compound. So it's a little difficult, for Team Secret to actually intrude their position. Same thing goes for 4th Thrives. They don't exactly have enough firepower to take down Sem9 in the process. But from the kill feed, it's Boom versus Celcom DG Alliance. And of course, this fight is happening a little bit far, from Sem9. But then again, 4th Thrives right now has a better view up against RQ. And 4th Thrives did not even hesitate or bat an eye. They just went in for the charge here.
But 4th Thrives, they had to find a way to move inside. But they had to pick their poison. Is it going to be Sem9? Or is it going to be the left side where RQ is at? So this is the decision that they need to make. And Sem9, they know that 4th Thrives is there. They're lobbing nades now across. Same goes for Boom Esports against RQ and the nade by Napeko onto Yummy. That might open up this fight.
Okay, now we're talking. RQ stepping up finally for stage 6 here in Erangel. And now we can see 2 of them ready to get closer to Boom Esports to take that lead, to take that charge, and of course to take that momentum going for them. Now we can see Boom Esports, Fahar right now back on the screen here. It would be a little tricky, for Yummy to be picked up at this point because we got RQ right now charging in. We got Fahar cooking up a nade here. Can he be accurate though? I think it was no connection.
Yeah, not yet. But he will try again, and this time he will connect his nade onto Nugget, followed by the spray onto Napeko. Napeko down as well. And here they come to collect those elimination points, and they will bring it to Boom Esports, not allowing it to be stolen by any other team, leaving RQ with only GenForce now. Circle goes all the way down south, and Team Secret, furthest away, will need to move forward.
GenForce right now must be sweating bullets already. I mean, he's left all alone to deal with the remaining teams inside, and he does know that he doesn't have that manpower anymore to go up against either 4th Thrives or Boom Esports. I mean, just numbers, and he is already obviously at a disadvantage here. Team Secret, however, is getting some damage as well, coming from Sem9, or maybe even from Todak, I guess. GK, I don't think he's going to be picked up at this point. I mean, considering the situation, I mean, it's crucial for everyone now.
Oh, yeah, it is. I don't know how Team Secret will actually do this one. It's going to be kind of hard. So much open space in front of them, and Sem9, they're prepared. And there goes Team Secret eliminated, leaving us with 5 teams now. And the one dominating is Sem9 with 6 eliminations at this moment. Team Secret only 4.
Oh no. Production might get the point once again, but we did talk about the big boys. Okay, so Sem9 obviously it's a great advantage to be there in that specific compound. But obviously, Fourth Thrives, I think they're the closest, of course, to challenge the boys of Sem9. So this is going to be a dance-off. This is going to be a dance battle. We got Amaza trying to come close to where Fourth Thrives is, and there goes the trap from the top. Make it drop. Fourth Thrives Esports again getting some elimination points for themselves.
Amaza totally didn't know what hit him there. He was just casually moving around, just to be surprised by Fourth Thrives. But nice setup there by Fourth Thrives though. That's another extra elimination for themselves. Now everyone's pretty much in the circle, but Sem9 knows now that Fourth Thrives is just beside them. So before the next phase of the circle, Sem9 need to try to take care of them.
A lot of quick decisions definitely will come into play here, and you just have to be really quick and decisive about it. If you are going for the attack, you just have to commit, and one mistake could really affect the overall gameplay. So everyone is not making any rush decisions so far, but we can see Noki trying to flush out Genfos from where he is exactly. Yummy taking in some damage as well coming from Fourth Thrives, but it's such a difficult thing because Sem9 will always have a cover here because we still got small portion right there included in the zone, but for Genfos and maybe even Todak can be detrimental right now.
And Genforce, no circle this time because circle shifted all the way up north. Oh man, super hard for Genforce. He doesn't even have vehicles. All his vehicles around him have been blown up. So he has no choice but either to just stay as quiet as possible, pray hard that the other teams are distracted, and he can slowly move forward.
Noki is, well, he had been shut down. Okay, but I feel like, Fourth Thrives, they still have a chance to pick up Noki here. Boom Esports is playing their cards right. They're being patient. If they're not forced to engage, they're not going to be engaging. Noki, I think that's a confirmation. Fourth Thrives just got eliminated.
Yep. Final shot by Fax there to finish off the final player of Fourth Thrives. And now Sem9 can focus on what's in front of them. But if we were to look at the circle and the position of all these teams, Sem9, they're in the clear. While the other three teams, they are closest together. So Sem9 can still hold. But for the others, you might see a brawl.
Yeah, and this is what we were talking about just moments ago. Todak leaving that compound, they will be pretty vulnerable up against Boom Esports since they will be the one, crossing the street over here. And now Yummy popping up some smokes here, trying to apply a lot of pressure onto the side of Todak. He will be getting those points one way or another. He just threw in a nade, and boom! Down goes Frenzy.
Literally from Boom Esports. And there goes Todak eliminated, now leaving us with three teams. Boom Esports, Sem9 and RRQ, the final player. Genforce is still in the game, but finally found out by Faja. Eliminated at number 3, 4 elimination points. Now it's between Boom Esports and Sem9 for the chicken dinner.
Hey, these two teams have been going head-to-head, since the playoffs, and it's nice to see, that Sem9 versus Boom Esports final zone here for first Erangel day number 3 of the grand finals. Now we can see Sem9 trying to get close to the fire here. It's going to be a 3v2 situation. Obviously, Boom Esports has that slight advantage, but can they execute flawlessly? We got Fahar on prone in his belly. He threw in a nade, but yeah, Sem9 was able to dodge.
I can imagine Prod right now playing hard. Oh, and here comes Boom Esports Faja. Saw one. That's one down. Fax is going to be the final player. Boom Esports will claim chicken dinner number 1.
Whew, but that was a close one for the side of Sem9. But just like what we said, a while ago, Boom Esports has been patient. They just waited for everybody to actually just get within their line of sights, and that was the opportunity for them to pull the triggers. And Boom Esports, with this kind of gameplay for first game, they were able to prove that, hey, we're still here. We can rep up Boom Esports and raise our flag just to let everyone know that we are here to remain competitive for this tournament.
Yeah, they're remaining competitive here with 9 eliminations, so 19 points for Boom Esports. Yesterday they scored a chicken dinner, today they scored the first chicken dinner. Well, I know it's still a little bit early and we still got games to go, but could this be the comeback of Boom Esports?
Ooh, well, again, we are all about those major plot twists, to
Mm.
happen. I think that's what makes every tournament really, really exciting. But yeah, I mean, Boomy Sports again. This is one of the staple names, also pretty much just like RQ, and it has been a while, Sir Cloud. That Boomy Sports is actually showing us what they got, what they can bring into the table here, and we would love to see more, of this coming from the Wolfpack.
Oh yeah, absolutely, right? We do love comeback storylines. It's always exciting to see, right? I know it's still early for us to call it out, but the fact of the matter is that Boom Esports, they have been starting to do well since yesterday. But let's see how consistent they can be. Checking out the other teams besides Boom Esports, Dota this round, actually, they brought in a lot of elimination points too.
Yeah, I mean, it's about time. I mean, obviously, Todak boys, they don't really like the fact that they're currently at the bottom of the leaderboard. So they're doing something about it. And this is what we want, coming from Todak Esports. And it's not even about, okay, maybe they're not a good team. It's just that are they up for it? Are they down for the challenge? Are they down to make us witness a little bit of that prowess, coming from Todak?
Yep, and Boom Esports, we're going to zoom in onto them because we're going to compare the number 1 and number 2 team in this round, Boom and Sem9. Both sides scoring 9 eliminations each. When it comes to heal, Boom Esports is a little bit more, but when it comes to damage output, Sem9 a lot more than Boom, but they were not able to convert the elimination points in totality. And with the fact that Dota, they scored a lot of elimination points, that's why they are ranked higher than Sem9, even though Sem9 got a second place.
I guess, Boom Esports was just a little bit on point, when it comes to conversing, or like when it comes to the conversion of elimination points. But as for the MVP of the match, again, we got 9 over here from Todak, 4 elimination points, 1,251 damage output. And, his name has been showing a lot of times, on screen, and he's been the one really doing a lot of the work, I guess, for this round. And I'm excited to see, the totality of what they can actually bring into the table here.
And not only 9 though, his other teammate Cleon, aka Deb, who's playing as Cleon, is also here as our top performers. But the new kid on the block, former Manparang, Fex, is also here as our top performer. So gotta give it to him. He's still consistent for the team. And Fajar with 5 eliminations also here representing Boom Esports. Now, speaking about Boom, 19 points collected. We're clear about that. But Dota brought in a whooping 12 eliminations, bringing them a total of 16.
And I really love the fact that, Sem9 has been flexing, quite a lot, for the grand finals. And I would love to see more of Fex. And yes, Boom Esports coming up on top here with 19 points in total, 16 for Todak, and we got Sem9 with 15. So 3 teams with a double-digit score for AC Slumber, Talent Esports, and again, Vikings Esports with another 0. Not exactly sure what is happening with Vikings Esports, but we do know these boys can retaliate. We know that they know how to get those elimination points. They do know how to get things done, but we're not seeing that. And of course, everyone's interested to know whether or not we're going to see something, come out from Viking.
Yeah, that's like 5 zeros in the row since yesterday now for the Vikings. So I really don't know. I mean, if you gotta think about it, like last season Vikings, they did fairly well. But this season is a very different showing for the Vikings. Anyway, we'll check out the overall rankings. So after the first round, the top 4 is unshaken. Everyone's still at their respective spot, except for the fact that Team Flash is 3 points behind Vampire Esports. But Boom Esports, talking about a comeback story, they're number 5 now, and the difference between them and D-Saber is only 3 points. So they can still go up.
You're absolutely right, Sir Cloud. And you know what? For Vikings, man, I don't know what Ragnar Lothbrok is going to say if he finds out that you guys are part of the bottom rankings in the overalls. But yeah, coming from the second page, again, we got Team Secret at 11. They moved up 3 ranks here with 53 points, close to Celcom Digi Alliance, who's currently at 50 here. Same with BTR. Oh, same with yeah, BTR and Alter Ego eras. So since we've witnessed quite an improvement, coming from Todak Esports, talent right now is the one at the bottom. So if you're at the bottom, what are you gonna do about it?
We'll find out what they're gonna do after this as we head on to a break, ladies and gentlemen. So don't go anywhere. Be back for round two.
Step into the ring. Step
Game 2 happening now in Myanmar. So welcome back to the Ruthless Invitational Showdown Season 12. Well, teams are about to turn up the heat. Hopefully. We are still your casters and your storytellers for this tournament. My name is Red Queen, together with Sir Cloud.
Well, Boom Esports, they're definitely turning up the heat after scoring that chicken dinner. So far in the grand finals, it is 2 chicken dinners so far. Yeah, looking good for Boom. And who knows, they might be the one that will surprise everyone else. But we still have 5 more games to go today before we decide on what would be the match point for tomorrow.
But you know what? Semnan made it possible that, scoring 2 chicken dinners yesterday. So perhaps we can see another team do just that. I mean, we do love the competition. We do love the aggression, coming from the teams here. And when it comes to the top Myanmar performance, since we're going to have a back-to-back Myanmar for games 2 and 3, we got Vampire, we got Tribe, Aeromacey, and other teams that topping the charts, with those numbers.
Yeah, and because of that, I don't know who to pick now.
I don't know how to pick. I don't know who to pick. But let's go with Tribe Aeromacey. I'm going to go with Tribe Aeromacey on this one.
Okay, try. Oh no. All right. I'm just thinking of the first name that comes to my mind. All right. No context. Sem9, let's go.
Sem9!
Yeah. Because I'm looking at my screen right now and the face of the GM of Sem9 is popping up for some reason. So it's like, it could be a sign. Okay, let's put it in.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Sem9, yes. They're, like, cool team to predict at the moment. Same thing goes for Vampire Esports. Tribe Aeromacey, let's go. I mean, I want to see something spectacular, for Tribe Aeromacey, and I'm really happy with what I have, seen from the Instagram page. So hopefully we can maybe celebrate a little. This is I think is something to be celebrated about.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's see who will be celebrating here. I hope it's me because I'm still at a 0. That's like, okay, 5 games today. Tomorrow, who knows how many games that there will be. So I don't know if I have enough games myself. Oh man, this is how Red Queen feels last season.
It's so much pressure, right? It's so much pressure.
Yeah.
And to think that we have like how many choices? 18 teams, 16 teams, 24 teams, and we have to choose just one. We have to choose our Pokemon for each of the matches.
I know, right? If it's like a 1 team versus 1 team, like if it's a World of Wonders, then it's a bit easier. But when you have 18 teams, your odds are 1 against 18.
18.
That is hard, I'll probably stand a better chance, like just hoping for my cat to dance rather than trying to hit like 1 to 18.
And also, I love the fact that we're not even sure, like, if we're gonna be basing it on the numbers or like basing it on their reputation and their current status in the competitive scene. I don't think it will make sense either.
Yeah, because sometimes, they're a great team, they do well everywhere, but they just choose not to show up for whatever reason. It happens.
Mm-hmm. So it's not our fault. No, we're throwing the blame to the teams.
We're just fault. We believe in them. Come on, as I believe in Sem9 in my prediction for this round, here we go, baby. Mirama, game number 2.
Oof. And again, interesting if we're going to witness 4 teams drop in Los Leones. I do remember Silcom Digi Alliance. I do remember Team Flash headed towards Los Leones all the time. So perhaps, it could be the same thing. Or maybe not. We don't exactly know. But Flight Path is dictating that we might see a Los Leones fight happen. But of course, we have to wait where the initial circle will land. But so far, the teams are getting ready, heading towards their favorite drop spots. We're looking at the highest damage so far. It's still Hugh from Team Flash here, 6,199 damage output. Most elimination, I think, was, Hugh. He was able to reclaim that spot from Yola, but we're talking about just the 1 point difference.
Ooh, getting close between each other. Let's see if the gap will change in this round. I'm looking at, okay, Set9 is dropping close with Talon at the right side of the map. That's worrying for me. Okay, and Alter Ego is somewhere there too. Okay, guys, just let Set9 go, please. I need my prediction.
Oh, the circle is taking some time. Okay, I think this is a fair circle, but with the exception of like, there's a lot of high ground advantages that teams could probably dominate, but who will be first to take that spot?
Yeah, around the era of, say, high grounds of St. Martin or Power Grid, those spots will be kind of nice. And let's see who will go there first. We do have teams still hovering around towards the
Ooh.
circle. But inside Patona, ooh, this is a rare spot to see an early fight. AZ Slumber and Trapper Messi.
Ooh, AZ Slumber just proving that they're not pushovers, even if they're maybe a dark horse here in this situation. I don't think they're gonna back down, up against Tribe or Macy, and this is an unusual opening for Tribe. I mean, Giante always the one, getting some points done at the beginning of the match, but this time he was the first one to be shut down. Well, let's see if AZ Slumber can potentially, of course, survive this, but yeah, from another part of town, I feel like Fourth Thrives is also with an altercation.
And AZ Slumber. We have Brian here. Are they going to go for it? Okay, they just need more information. All right, Delta is behind, and I believe that AZ Slumber doesn't know that Delta is on the other building, so it could be the surprise man. But both sides managed to reset. AZ Slumber, they're running low on ammunition. Okay, Asmi only has like 24 in the chamber, 24 in chamber, 49 backup magazine, so it's going to be running down as they continue to fire on. No, the first tag yet.
Ooh!
Close. Asmi, got it. Here we go.
Oh man, this is trouble for Tribe Aeromacy, and Gante's not having a break here. I mean, he keeps on getting shut down, and I think, he doesn't have any weapons, to defend himself, so it was quite hard. And AZ Slumber is dominating at the moment up against Tribe Aeromacy, but it's a good thing that Tribe still manages to counter-attack AZ Slumber. But who's going to be winning the fight, though? AZ Slumber obviously has that slight advantage up against Tribe Aeromacy. They do have one elimination point in the bag here, and here comes the rig. Fell victim once again to AZ Slumber, and that was a fast one. Tribe Aeromacy taking the first hit out of Miramar.
Wow, okay, the new kids on the block winning this one clean against one of our regulars in the Ruthless Invitation Showdown, Tribe Messi. 4-0 in that matchup. That was beautifully executed. Now they can focus on to the loot and focus on getting into the circle. Should be okay for them. Circle is far, yes, but we expect all those teams around or above AZ Slumber to move in first, and that's where they should have an okay entry.
There goes my choice. Okay.
Oh.
but it's okay. I'm pretty sure that we will see the boys come back stronger in the remaining matches. Maybe this is just, or this was just a hiccup, for Tribe Aeromacy. Okay, maybe they weren't able to get to the guns first, and the fact that Giante was the first one to be taken down, I feel like it was a chain of events that just happened. Unfortunate series of events for Tribe Aeromacy, and you know how fast you should be when it comes to battle royale. You have to be quick on your feet. You have to be quick on your toes. When it comes to making decisions, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. That is why you need to be able to show just how versatile you are as a team, how adaptable you are to changes, and those are just some of the basic, like ingredients in order for you to cook a very good chicken dinner meal.
Oh, the way you put it is like, I'm imagining like chicken stew or fried chicken or, all the good stuff here. It is dinner time where we're at, ladies and gentlemen, so don't fault us if we start thinking about food. Yeah. Especially the one that you said yesterday about like having Nepalese food in Japan. I thought that was pretty awesome.
I never really expected it, But okay, before we continue on that one, Sem9, Talon Esports having a go.
Ooh.
And it looks like Sem9's been the one winning the fight. I mean, that was one casualty for the side of Talon Esports. So great start, I guess. But Sem9, the question is if they're going to continue on hunting down the remaining players, or are they going to head on over to another spot here and maybe take over a land where they could best, enjoy a very good vantage point.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to focus on the rotation, which is fine because you did point out when the first circle showed itself, like there are a lot of high ground spots. So in the ideal world, you want to be the early team to take the high ground so that when other teams come by, you're already there and you have the advantage. So that's probably what Sem9 is thinking about. And where they dropped earlier during the very beginning of this round, they can move quickly into the zone and potentially take one of those premium spots.
Okay, here we go. Celcom DG Alliance, they initially dropped in Los Leones, but they took what they can and just left the spot here. And now they're already in the middle of the map, close to where T2K is and even Vampire Esports, but I don't think they're going to be joining in a fight just yet. I think most of the teams here, their focus is to get to a very good high ground. You know, that's the main mission, I guess, for stage 1 and stage 2 over here. But for Team Flash, even AZ Slumber, they're already tanking the blue. Same thing with RQ. So they will be coming from the south side. I think it's still clear as to like maybe if teams are going to do a little bit of gatekeeping. I don't think that's going to happen for now. But yeah, probably we'll see fights happen between Boom Esports and Alter Ego Eras, and maybe even Talon Esports, because they just got in, inside the zone from Cruz del Valle.
And I'm looking at also Alter Ego and Boom Esports next to each other. Passing by is Boom Esports around the area of Hacienda La Patron. Now, doesn't seem like Boom Esports they're interested to take this fight, which is totally understandable. You already have that momentum in terms of getting a good position, in terms of points. So you don't want to take those unnecessary fights so that you can continue on your momentum. But now we have a good view of where the circle shifted. It goes all the way up north and Sem9 is there. But look at what's happening down south. We have Team Flash there blocking AZ Slumber. We'll check on them later because right now T2K and Celcom DG Alliance.
Okay, here we go. T2K, they have unfinished business up against Celcom DG Alliance. They have to win this fight. We got Rules already down on the ground. His same thing goes for 60-42, and that's confirmation from Rules being taken out of the equation. But 3 is still a good number for trained to kill. We got someone cooking up a nade here, but this is going to be a mono event that can happen from outside of this building. T2K Esports low in HP, and it's a little bit of a struggle so far that we're seeing coming from both of the teams here to win this fight.
And 3v3 right now. T2K looking for the remaining members of Celcom DG Alliance. Leons gets one. And now they try to win this fight by defending this guy. But here comes APG as well. East makes a showing. Jumps in with the UMP. Takes out Ajaya. And there's a potential that the other members of APG are coming, and here they are. They want to be the cleanup crew, the third party, but Leons respond back by taking out East with an A. Zil gets one for himself as well. Only Leons now for Celcom DG Alliance.
Good timing, bad execution coming from the side of Alpha Gaming. I mean, East just got shut down in an instant. I mean, he wasn't able to get close to that compound. Celcom DG Alliance, they just need to follow through. But with this situation, I mean, Lion is all alone, dealing with business here up against Alpha Gaming. I don't know how long it's going to be lasting this one because it's a 3v1 technically. But hey, he could pull up a miraculous gameplay here for Celcom DG Alliance and win the fight.
Okay,
Oh!
There you go. Easy spot by Doc with the DBS. Oh, but the party is not over yet, Red Queen. Here comes Vampire Esports flying down past, although it's not nighttime, but hey, Vampire Esports are here.
Yep, Vampire Esports right now knocking on the doors of APG. Are you guys gonna let them in? Vampire needs an invitation to actually get inside. But what Vampire's doing at the moment is throwing a lot of nades to flush him out. But Vampire Esports holding multiple angles over here, obviously going for the pinch. But APG, I feel like they are prepared for all eventuality here. I feel like they're gonna go in for a fight, and they're definitely gonna defend that compound.
Ooh. Let's see.
Oh no!
What is this? Everyone wants a piece of this compound. Now Xavier wants to butt in, but from afar at least. But that's enough to take out a member of APG. But look at the next circle. Okay, but other than okay, there's so many things happening here on the map, right? Look at the left at bottom. Team Flash and AZ Slumber playing chase.
Work smart, not hard, I guess, for some of the teams here. I mean, doing the third party does give you that little advantage, right? I mean, those other teams are busy dealing with their opponents, so I guess if you do the third party thing, then you could probably pick off just like who to kill next. But from the kill feed, it's RQ versus Alter Ego Eras, but Team Flash on screen at the moment. There's a lot of fights happening simultaneously, but we're looking at Alter Ego Eras right now getting punished, but RQ Lapar knocked down on the ground here, thanks to Krypton. And yeah, that's it. The confirmation Alter Ego Eras next team to be taken out.
Oh. And Alter Ego now not having the kind of performance that they would have liked. But RRQ, so far they're okay. 4 eliminations, but they need to save Lapar while managing Xavier that's around them. Xavier? Wonder, are they interested to take this fight, or they want to focus on getting into the circle? They still have a full team though. And they are taking spots inside. But East gunned down Paragin. Now he needs to be picked up. Here comes APG. There will not be enough time for Paragin to be saved.
Yep, I don't think there's going to be enough time. And Joel is just as eager as we are to take that point to get that job done. And now 5 elimination points in the bag now. And Alpha Gaming continues to dominate the Savior in the process. Joel about to take in another elimination point. Oh man, Alpha Gaming seems to be on a roll at the moment, but Natty D, can you make any difference so far for the team? East trying to get close. Natty T, oh man, he got knocked down by East, but Levi's was able to respond, and East right now also out of the game.
That means APG now have Zeal and Doc. Can they save Refuse? Yes, they will. Refuse is back up again, so playing as a trio by the edge of the circle, so they're fine. Just need to be aware of RRQ. But the next opponent, Xavier, will be waiting inside. Let's check out what's going to happen here with RRQ passing by water treatment, going up north still. Team Secret is there, waiting at the high ground. It's going to be a big trap if they continue forward.
Yep, I mean, they have the opportunity to score some points, and RQ is in a lot of trouble. I mean, obviously, they're pretty exposed to Team Secret, so this is a vulnerable spot, and Team Secret capitalizing on this one. GK obviously knows exactly where to point his gun, and now it's cooking up a nade here to try to flush him out to disorient RQ, and let's see how RQ is going to do an effective counter up against the team. In the meantime, it's Alpha Gaming also going up against Vampire Esports. It's a lot of nades I'm seeing right now. It's a lot of exchange, and Lazarus in an instant just dropped on the floor. Same thing goes for Red Bull.
Ooh, okay, here comes APG rushing in. Vampire Esports not really holding down their ground well. They will lose player after player. Red Bull is the next to be eliminated by Doc, and they have to abandon ship. Lazarus, aka Schwabs, gets away, but here's Team Secret. And they're dealing with RRQ, the fight that we expected to happen right now. Team Secret, they don't have GK with them, but GK is on the other side, left and right, full of players, and RRQ shows up. But Doc is there to save the day.
Team Secret bringing the pain. It's RRQ. Man, that was a great scenario that just happened. But anyway, back into the action we go, and we're seeing the map feed over here. La Cobreria, I think that's currently inhabited by Todak, and they're not leaving that spot just yet, although they're pretty close to Sem 9 and even 4 Thrives. But in the meantime, we're looking at Team Secret still, and Boo is still alive, playing for Talon Esports. We got Achul following up from right behind here. Maybe Talon is maybe thinking, okay, is this occupied by a full team here? Can we actually crash this compound and claim it to ourselves? So they have to be careful because we're already at stage 4, and you don't want to go making any rush decisions.
That's why Talon is not really rushing now. But Zeros, he seems to know. They're just waiting for the execution to happen. While that's happening, we see here Sem9 moving into Fourth Rise's position. Fourth Rise, 2 players down. T24 is the only one that's still active. It's Nate. On the left side, nobody's home. Even the Molly as well. And that will allow the rest of Sem9 to come in. They're going to take point position on this elevated high ground. But they're waiting for the right opportunity. Oh no. Looks like Yuhai just got gunned down by Frenzy.
It's a little chaotic at the moment for the side of Fourth Rise. I mean, obviously, some of their players got knocked down on the ground here, so there's a need of like a pick-me-up situation for the team. Coming off the kill feed, though, it's Alpha Gaming versus Team Flash. Team Flash dominating a little with 5 points in the bag, but we're looking at Sem9 as well. APG Doc, however, just got shut down hard, but Satria caught a nade, but hey, still not enough to take him down, but not for that Molly and not for that second nade as well.
Okay, they respond back right now. Toda looking for more as they're rushing into the compound where Sem9 is at. Sem9, 1 player on the second floor. That's going to be Amazal. On the other side, there's another player of Sem9 still active. 2 players will need to defend the ground against the incoming Toda. The Toda that has the momentum from the previous round, but Fourth Rise is around the area as well. We have 3 teams here. Now Toda, they have to deal with Fourth Rise. Here comes Noki from the side, and Frenzy got Noki. Look at himself, only 1 tick left. Kenny shows up with a DBS, and they will win it against Fourth Rise, but they're not out of it yet now against Sem9.
Catastrophic execution for the side of Fourth Rise, but again, the fight is not over just yet. We got Sem9 still trying to do a massive counter up against Todak. We got Clean still knocked down on the ground here. Kenny was able to dodge that nade attack. Unfortunately, with that shot coming from a shotgun, well, it wasn't exactly as lucky for him, and now Sem9 Fex is still alive here, managing 2 teams. We got Todak and Boom Esports trying to take him down in this situation, but it's just so amazing the way that he set up his defense for himself.
And now as the circle shifts, looks like BTR will get the circle together with the high ground, one of the best position in this sort of circle. Fight will continue on between Toda and Sem9. Fex is alone right now, as you can see here. But on screen, the Vikings. Oh, the Vikings! This is their best showing so far, but because we still have 10 teams, the Vikings have not yet started to collect placement points. They have to survive at least 2 teams more.
Not very good rotations from Team Flash as well. I mean, yes, they managed to get to stage 5 with 6 points in the bag, but 3 of them already out of the game here. And again, we just have to really give recognition to what Fex is doing at the moment. I mean, obviously he got attacked by 2 teams here. Todak and maybe even Boom Esports coming from up above, that mountain peak. But, he remains to be alive in this situation. Just 2 points in the pocket, but still, he continues to gather some placement points for the team here. I mean, this 1v1 situation is not over. But let's see. I mean, Fex obviously is getting a little aggressive, getting a little impatient, but his low in HP, can he still make it out alive?
Fex, he does have this first aid to heal, but he does not have time to heal.
No.
And Cleon shows up. 1 shot is all it takes. Sem9 eliminated. Calm down. So Cleon is actually dead, and basically he just finished off his former team.
Not exactly sure why he turned his back though up against Cleon. I mean, it's like giving him the opportunity to just take him down, WWE style. But anyway, okay, getting back.
Or a plow driver, or what do you call
maybe
the
a
move?
suplex. Maybe a suplex will do.
Okay, suplex.
But
I've
8
been
teams.
watching enough wrestling.
Oh yes, I did, and it was so unfortunate that Do I even mention it because Hulk Hogan is actually not with us? The timeline is giving away the. Anyway, okay, Team Secret. Again, still in an altercation here up against Boom Esports, and Clan right now just run out of luck here, and he has now been taken out of the game. Team Secret still continues to rack up some points. 7 teams remaining for stage 5 here, and they continue to have a fight up against Talon Esports. But obviously, Talon is having a hard time also taking this compound out of Team Secret's hands.
Ooh. I'm just looking at which team is still a full squad. So BTR and the Vikings. You know what? That's why it's so hard to make predictions. Like we thought, Vikings 5 games in a row, 0 points. And all of a sudden, this round, they're doing not bad. So I don't know anymore on how to make predictions.
Well, I don't know either. I'm just I'm going with the flow. That's it. But hopefully, like Team Flash, I did expect them to really go big, for this round. But I guess they're like maybe still warming up. Maybe we could see them really put down the rhythm, for the whole team. Maybe we're done with 3 matches or more. But speaking of matches, we got BTR already inside the zone, so perhaps they could turn this situation into a full-blown advantage, compared to the rest of the other teams.
But BTR could make full use of their advantage. Since they have the high ground together with the circle still. Zaxi spraying onto Achul. Achul, one last hit. It's needed to knock him down. But Zaxi, as he wants to spray, he's shot at by Boboku, I believe, from the other side. Got to be extra careful. Vampire Esports, now they don't have the circle, but they face resistance from the Vikings in front of them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Vampire Esports right now holding on to a compound outside of the zone, so there's a need for them to do a little cleaning up, especially with Vikings currently in front of them, and even Joel of APG. I mean, Joel, even if he's all alone, he can be pretty dangerous, I mean, after all, he is still Joel of APG. But in the meantime, Joel right now performing for us quite extremely. And he was able to get one player from Vampire Esports to continue to hunt down Miola in this process. But let's see who's gonna be winning the fight. So far, it's a play of a cat and mouse, and Miola coming out of that small shack over there to continue to fight up against Shoal here with a shotgun. But who's gonna be winning the fight here? Shoal pretty low in HP, but Miola at the end of that chase, man, that was a long one. Miola still coming up on top.
Looks like in the chase of cat and mouse, the cat actually came up on top. Mela, literally winning that fight, and now he will continue to survive for Vampire Esports. Wow, what a duel.
6 teams now for stage 6. Vikings again is going to make it impossible for Mela to even survive this. I mean, 4v1, that is going to be tough. And it's also tougher, for Doc of Team Secret. He just got shut down by Wunti this time, still coming from the Vikings.
And the Vikings, okay, though they only have 2 eliminations, right? But they're now in the top 6, which is not bad, considering that they have 5 games in a row with a 0. So not bad for the Vikings. Let's see how much more they can gain. BTR still with the high ground, gaining the advantage against Boom Esports, stopping them from moving forward.
I mean, BTR obviously have the high ground. They have the numbers, and there you go. I mean, it was easy, just like 1, 2, 3 here from Federalis, but Zuxi, okay, a little bit reckless there, getting close to the fire. Now he's paying for it, and now we got Red Face stepping back because of like the nade came from Yummy. But let's see who's gonna be making the first mistake. Is it gonna be BTR or is it gonna be Boom Esports? But I mean, looking at the situation, BTR should be able to eliminate Boom quite easily.
And they are doing exactly that right now. They're trying to rush in, but the nade will force them back. BTR sends their own nade, will not connect at all. Boom Esports, they try to close the gap. Duxie gets Yummy, and there's only one more left. They need to follow out upon mid, and it's going to be an easy cleanup here by the rest of BTR.
Oh, no.
But wait a second, the nade from behind, from the Vikings. Now it's their turn.
Here comes the Vikings. Wow, what a way, of course, to eliminate their opponents. They came in by surprise, and BTR right now a little bit catastrophic. We got Zuxi trying to recover from the situation. Red Face backing away for now. Federalis just waiting for the right opening to take down any player from the side of Vikings. But Break continues to cook up a lot of nades here, and Zuxi continues to get a lot of damage.
And Talon as well. They seem to be moving towards the position of BTR. So BTR, they have to manage 2 different teams. It doesn't help that the fact that they are on the outside of the circle. The zone is starting to close right now. Because of all these fights happening, Mela at the southern side, all he needs to do is stay put. Drunk, find Zuxi. And that's an opening for them. They're probably going to go all in. They're looking for the 2 remaining members of BTR. We have Federalis there. together with his other teammate, Vikings. Just not gonna let them go. Now they have the high ground advantage.
Yep, it's really crucial, for Vikings to dominate BTR. If they could win this fight, then they will have to deal with talent. I mean, pretty much they already have this one in the bag, but it's just that BTR is really a tough competitor in this tournament. I mean, Vikings Esports, even if they do have all the advantages working out for them, it takes a little time for them to actually do the job. BTR still doing an effective counter so far. Up against Vikings, we got Superman down on the ground, even 1T, and now we got Trang trying to come into play over here, trying to make it happen. Up against BTR, but it's really taking some time. And there you go, the nail in the coffin came from Axel of Talon Esports, and BTR gone.
Oh man, just like that, the blue and Talon as well, the combo. That was deadly enough to finish out the Vikings, but good job for the Vikings this time. Number 4 with 5 elimination points. This time it's between Team Secret, Talon, and Mela for Vampire Esports for the chicken dinner. We can start off with Team Secret and Talon. Boo boo cool. Now down.
All right, here we go. Team Secret versus Talon versus Vampire. And a Vampire Mela is not taking some action over here. You know what? If you guys want to fight it out first, you can go ahead and do just that. Talon, Team Secret, I think these are the teams that are going to go head-to-head first. And then Mela going to step into the play here. But let us see if he can pull off a ridiculous gameplay for Vampire Esports to take the crown for this match.
If Mela can actually do it, it's insane. He had that solo play against Joel, and now he's the final player. And it seems like nobody knows where he's at because Talon and Team Secret, they're focused onto each other. But Mela, bad news for him. He does not have the circle. He needs to move forward, and that would expose himself to Team Secret.
So for now, there's no pressure for all the teams here remaining to go for that charge. They're taking the sweet time. Mela, again, just chilling, all alone, all by himself here. But he is definitely showing everyone that he knows how to bite back. He shouldn't be taken lightly as well. He's not a pushover. We all know that Mela can definitely deliver a great win here. But then again, who will be making the first move? That is still the question. Right now, it's a 3v2v1. Team Secret, if they play out their cards right, then they're the team to bag the chicken dinner here. But you cannot make any reckless decisions at this point in the competition.
That's the crucial moment, right? The moment for the chicken dinner. That's why all these teams cannot make reckless decisions. Oh, Mela, he lobbed the nade towards Team Secret. But that does not mean his position is exposed yet. So he's still alright down there. As nades don't really give away your position. You might hear the pin pull, but even that, you have to be really close to hear it. But if you don't, a nade suddenly explodes, you still don't know where it came from. So he's still alright at the south.
Team Secret obviously going for that zone control. We got all three of them lined up, getting the information from Talon and even Vampire Esports. Axel, Achul, also trying to size up the competition. They're trying to check, okay, which direction will my enemies will be coming from? And Talon, they're taking their sweet time, and again, they're really being very patient. This is a Mexican standoff, and eventually, we're going to be running out of space here. And it's all about how good your team is when it comes to extracting information. And there you go. Mela took a big hit from Doc, and now he's out of the game. We are now down to 2 teams, Talon versus Team Secret.
Okay, here we go. 3v2. And Team Secret, they have control of the circle right now. Talon, they're pushed to a corner. And look at the spread by Team Secret. Talon, they have to deal with them and not knowing exactly where they are as well. This is so difficult for Talon. Oh man, I don't know how they're going to get out of this situation unless they can get 2 quick knocks onto Team Secret. If not, it's going to be super hard.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay, that was it. The moment that nade hit Achul, I think we already know who's going to be winning the fight. I mean, obviously, Team Secret, every advantage is actually on their side. They have the high ground, they have the numbers, and they have the momentum working out, for them. Team Secret dominating that clash up against Talon. I think it's a convincing win, for this group.
Yeah, absolutely right. This group, towards the end, man, good work by Team Secret. And they also scored 9 eliminations, which is pretty nice for this round. So it's 19 points as well for Team Secret. But again, nobody got prediction rights. And who would have thought, right? I mean, not to downplay Team Secret, they're a great team, but when it comes to us trying to predict, ah,
It's
what would be
hard.
the first thing on our mind?
We don't exactly have like accurate basis. Like, okay, if I'm gonna say that, okay, I'm gonna go with Alpha Gaming because I just know that this team is super stacked. I mean, we're talking about
Mhm.
top Joel Refus, we got East and Baron all together in just one team. I think pretty much, Alpha Gaming has the capacity to annihilate every team that we have in the lobby. But then again, we are in the lobby full of champion material teams, and that makes the lobby extra hard.
Yeah, that makes us trying to predict extra hard. There goes another game. That means I have 4 more games today to try to get my prediction right. But big up to Team Secret. They did the work, they put in the effort, and now they have this chicken dinner. So great work by Team Secret. 19 points in this round. Now for the other teams, okay, because there was a lot of action that happened across the map as well at some point. So it's hard to pinpoint which other team did perform well. But this is a clue for us. APG placed beside Team Secret, and then we have BTR who had the high ground until they choose to come out from the high ground to take the fight against Talon. They lose their high ground spot. The third party came in, and the rest was history for BTR. But if they held on to their own high ground, might not be too bad. But I get the sentiment that they might be bored and okay, let's find some action. So that's okay too.
Right? I mean, if again, we're going to be basing our choices on the numbers or their reputation, I mean, pretty much, we could probably win the prediction if this was an official tournament. But looking at the head to head, Federalis again from BTR, we got Doc. 5 elimination points favors Doc here. Damage output, this is a high one coming from Federalis. I guess, it's the same problem that we've seen a while ago in the previous match, Sir Cloud, that I think the only thing that we see not good on the side of Federalis would be that he wasn't able to get that conversion, in the elimination points.
Well, this guy got the conversion. Zul is our MVP this round with 4 elimination points and also 897 damage. Interesting, even though he lost the fight against Mela, but overall he still did well, and that's why he is crowned the MVP in this round. And that's why APG is one of the top teams too. We'll get to know the points later on. But besides Zio, we have Doc here with the most eliminations. Kenny from Tora with 4 eliminations, Former 7-9, and Win 4 eliminations as well. At least we see a variety of different teams coming out as our top performers. So that's great.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm trying to remember if, like, okay, for Team Flash, when I think during the last tournament, I just couldn't remember like which specific tournament, if it was the Clash of Giants or like the Ruthless Invitational Showdown. Win has been super consistent, and I think he's a key player for Team Flash. And to know that there are other players really stepping up for this team, it's incredible to know that some of the rising stars we have in the competitive scene is already within reach. They're making names for themselves, and I would want to see more of those young bloods really rep up their regions, their countries. And speaking of repping up, well, we're looking at the match leaderboard, and only Tribe Arumacy, I mean, with their early elimination, wasn't able to score anything from this round.
Yeah, so 0 for them. Unfortunately, but let's see, they'll be able to make a comeback because they are a potential team too. But the one that did very well, we did see a good action from Mela. He is also showing up here as our longest elimination distance player of 393. Throwables used 198, so that's okay. That's like a regular number, 2 airdrops included, so I guess that's fine. But what matters is the points. So no changes for our top 5 in terms of ranking. But when it comes to APG, because of a good round, 13 points, now they're up at number 6.
Exactly. And again, it's already shaping up to be quite a showdown, for Ruthless. And we want to see, of course, like which of this 18 amazing teams is really going to be Ruthless, live up to that name. Vampire Esports 145, just 4 points away, for Team Flash. I do wonder again, I'm really curious if Team Flash will do something about reclaiming the throne. Again, we started day number 2 of the grand finals with them at the top. We ended with Vampire Esports getting the spot. So for now, as we progress, to all of the matches we have for this evening, I do wonder if we're gonna end day number 3 with them back at the top.
Team Secret knocking the door. And the points are close. So I am pretty confident that they can move on to page 1 after this. But speaking about after this, we're going to head on to Miramar again. But before we do that, we're going to take a short break. See you guys after this one.
Step into the ring. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Step into the ring. Step into the ring. Step into the ring. Step into the ring.
Lights out. I got feeling, but I can't shout. I got reasons, but I'm all out. No rest for the weekend. Give me what I want. Never get enough. Never giving up. Give me what I want. Turn on. Get ready for it. Stay strong. I'm here for it. Don't stop. No rest for the weekend. Turn it up again, I lose control. Give me everything, it's what I want. Best I've ever been, I see the goal.
And we are back into Miramar for game number 3 today. This is the Ruthless Invitational Showdown Season 12. And we're still here. My name is Sir Cloud together with Red Queen. Don't forget to follow us on our socials. They're all down here, ladies and gentlemen. And also do follow Ruthless Hype Esports for more hype tournaments in the future. But the Friday's starting to be even more hyper because we are edging towards like the final day, which is the Smash Grand Finals of tomorrow.
I feel like those teams already at the top for Cloud, I feel like they're already taking it easy, but it's a different story for those teams probably still trying to catch up, with some more numbers on the board. And yes, we're done with 2 games. We got 4 more. After this, we're already halfway through day number 3. But let's check out or get back to the top Miramar performers, right? I mean, we got Vampire Esports, we got Alpha Gaming, Tribe Airways, and Team Flash. But then again, we are not seeing this big names really pop off. Like We got Boom Esports, we got Team Secret, first two teams that took chicken dinner for today. So I do wonder, even if we have this stats, like saying to us that, okay, for Miramar map, these are the teams that you need to choose, or like these are the teams that really is a high performing team. But it's not like that, for now.
I know, right? That doesn't help this. That doesn't help this. Oh no. Oh, the stress.
Oh man, okay.
I need a moment to think. So, if you have one, feel free.
Okay, wait up. So who scored 23 points again yesterday? Vampire, right?
Vampire. They're number
Vampire.
one in the overall in the top performing teams. Just saying.
Okay, so for now, let me go with Vampire Esports. So they dropped 23 elimination points yesterday. Perhaps, for this round, specific round, maybe they can do that again. Maybe, just maybe.
Okay. Oh man, I really don't know by now. It's so difficult. Oh man, where do I even begin? Okay. Let's go for something unconventional. Okay, unconventional in the sense that they don't show up on the stats and all that. Let's bring in Toda. Let's go.
Oh, Todak. I mean, you're not wrong at all. They were able to, improve quite a lot, for the tournament. They were able to improve their overall ranking. So perhaps, they're okay with with their momentum, with their pace. So maybe, just maybe. Okay, what about the production team?
Yes, production, your turn. Going
Team Flash,
for the big
okay.
boys. Okay, all right. The fight for the top. I mean, at this point, you can't say no to Team Flash. You also can't say no to Vampire just because they are dominating the stats now. So, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't say no. Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do in our situation? What are you going to do in our situation? So please, again, we'd love to know like which team you are supporting for this next round. Not even the entirety of the tournament, just for this next round. Who are you going for? So let us know down there in the comment section. Of course, let's just have like, a great engagement for this one. Again, this is the last, or not really the last of Miramar, but just like a back-to-back Miramar. So let's check if we're going to see, alternate routes, alternate rotations, maybe even some more drop clashes to happen. So far, I guess, for most of the teams here, they go for passive few zones, first few zones, and then we see them really engage towards the last part of the match. So again, we don't exactly know the outcome, we don't exactly know who to pick, but we'd love for you guys to join this major headache that we are experiencing at the moment.
I don't have a crystal ball. I wish I had one, but I have a furry ball though. A furry ball. Show me, furry ball. Show me who will score that chicken dinner. I don't know too. It's so hard. Oh, don't give me the pressure.
I thought you were gonna say, show me the meaning of being lonely.
Whoa. I get the reference.
Or show me the money.
Oh, that too. I get the reference. Yeah.
Yeah.
The backdoor boys.
Yep. So do you
Yep.
guys know? If you know, you know. Well, if you know, you can drop them in the comment section.
That song is, I think that song is like evergreen. Like it should be in every karaoke. Like everybody should know that song, right?
Show me the meaning of being lonely. I don't know. It's such an old song.
Oh man, put it in the comments if you know, people. We want to find out is how big the generation gap is now.
Oh man, do we like this? Are we really gonna go for that one?
Well, let's go. I want to hear it. From the comments, people, put it in. But what we
Yes.
want to see is also our next fight here that is happening inside of Miramar as we jump into the flight. Man, I can't get enough of this cinematics. I always love it when the plane comes in.
Oh, exactly. And we did see the flight path in a previous Miramar to be favoring a little bit of the south part area. So yeah, I guess it's the same thing. I mean, we got the flight path starting from Valle del Mar and then headed towards Azahar. So again, we got plenty of space to go up, northern side, but we'll just have to wait where the initial circle will land. But as for those individual titles, again, it's Hugh all over. I think he was able to get most, if not all, of the titles, but I'm feeling like he is topping each one of them.
Yep,
Yeah.
and he's okay. Even in the most knockouts, he's there. He's quite ahead though. 32. Mela is behind 25. And here he is still with the most headshots ahead of his teammate Bao or his twin brother Bo. And it's still him. I mean, this guy has been really performing, putting in the work. Interesting.
It's just him really making a statement, and just really making a name for himself. Like, oh, I am one of those good players that you need to watch out for. And this is a platform. This is a stage wherein we could really keep tabs on those rising stars, those rising super players. Eventually they will be extremely big in the region, and that's what we'd love to see. The grassroots. But anyway, okay, I think we already have a little action going on, especially for the side of the Celcom DG Alliance. And again, this fight is happening around Los Leones, and I believe they're having a gunfight up against Team Flash.
And looks like it's a long range one. So I guess it's more of like an introductory. So happen they managed to pick up a weapon. They see a floating Team Flash player. They tried their luck, but to no avail. So right now, Team Flash, they have the liberty of looting inside Lost Learners. But if we were to look at the map, right, and how they position themselves, like Celcom DG Alliance only has that one small corner, and they don't really have the space to move forward. But check on them later, because right now, 7-9, direct engagement with T2K.
And also, Tribe Aramasi wasn't really lucky, during the previous Miramar. So perhaps they've, had a different drop clash. But let's talk about more of that later on, because there's a fight that's about to commence here. Okay, this is going to be a 1v1. Okay, I think Sem9 needs to settle the score, not wait for the rest of the team to arrive. But okay, speaking of the whole team, I think the backup has already arrived. And I don't know what Sem9 is going to do. I mean, we're talking about just one here.
Oh. Look at them surrounding Yuhai. Nowhere to go. By the way, Yuhai's name that he's using now, DR, is his actual real name. A bit of a fun fact for everyone. But where is he gonna go from here? I mean, he has no choice but to pull off a big clutch unless his teammates come to save him.
All right, here we go, man. We got nades coming in. T2K Esports. It's a full force, for this team hunting down this one player. And T2K, man, that was a great shot. T2K taking in some damage. So what's gonna happen next? I mean, obviously, Sem9 is pretty low in HP over here. From the second floor, he jumps back to the ground. I mean, we're talking about just like one player here, and T2K is having a hard time, getting the job done. But let's see.
I see on the minimap the rest of Sem9 passing by, but they don't seem to be interested to commit. Maybe they're not confident with the weapons that they have in hand, so they have to let that one go. But right in front of them, RRQ. Oh, hello. Happen to be the same direction. Lapar is still around the corner. Are they going to go for it? I guess if they're not that confident to try to overtake T2K, then I guess they will let Lapar go as well.
Oh, for sure. I mean, obviously, they don't want to risk it. They've already lost one player, and I don't think they want to add to that anymore. So probably they're going to be going to another location, perhaps to reset and continue on with getting, some of the stuff that they still need before they get into any fights inside the game. Okay, so we're now looking at where teams are currently situated. So Talon Esports will be coming from the south. Same thing goes for Todak and AZ Slumber, but they could potentially say hi to the boys of Alpha Gaming, who's currently sticking close to the edge of the circle here. Same thing goes for Four Thrives. I feel like they could have an altercation as well up against D Savior. But as for Team Flash and Celcom DG Alliance, I feel like it's just a matter of time here before they really have that gunfight.
And Circle, it's going to be a nice kind circle this time. Not as brutal as compared to the previous circle where it ships all the way up north. But here is our winner chicken dinner team of the previous round. Team Secret. Only Juke here. Vikings arrive. He will need backup. Zerus is on his way. Juke just needs to buy a little bit more time.
Well, Juke hasn't moved, so I'm not sure if Superman is even aware of the fact that, this is occupied by a team. But so far, I don't see any panic happen just yet from the side of Vikings. So perhaps, they still don't know that Team Secret is just there. But okay, so we can already hear some gunshots. We can see Superman throwing some mollies just to make sure that he could flush out, if there is someone lurking inside this church. But I don't think Superman was able to get Juke.
Yeah, not at all. That Molly didn't flush him out. And somehow the Vikings, they back off. Okay, maybe they felt that they spent too much time just looking for one player and they don't know the rest of them or where they're at. So that's why they don't want to take that risk. Instead, they backed off behind. They will position themselves until they get enough information and maybe they will re-engage from there.
That could be the case. Yeah, but for now, stage 1, it's too early to really go big, at least in how they approach the situation. But from the kill feed, I think one of the player currently knocked down on the ground. No confirmation just yet, but yeah, okay. So it's up against Alter Ego Eris.
And that's going to be another knock, but also no follow-up. So, okay. That's the follow-up there. Joe eliminated by Krypton. First blood in this round given to Alter Ego, their first point. Speaking about Alter Ego, right? Like yesterday, like they had games that were truly an off day for them. But and today they haven't really been popping off, and that's why they dropped down now to number 15. They're sharing the same amount of points with Dota at this very moment.
PMSL is also just around the corner, so perhaps teams are, gearing up for that one. Maybe they don't want to show us, a lot of their aces in their, from their deck, and maybe it's all part of like a grandeur plan for a team here. That like they don't want to expose just like what their secret weapon could be, in any official tournament. So maybe we'll just like wait for teams to bag a lot of elimination points, and that team I think we're gonna keep a close eye on if ever that happens for this round. But in the meantime, we're still at stage 1 here and no action happening just yet.
But we might see one here depending on whether Munawi goes for it. The wind passes by. I think if you don't really have interest in this shack, like it wouldn't be the first place that you check. You're just like, okay, go pass by it. But if you have interest and you want to take the shack, then sure. So that's why it's not the most predicted location to expect somebody to be there. So they let that one go for now. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite them in the back.
Mikado now the focal point for the zone. And here we go, ladies and gents. We got Celcom DG Alliance versus Team Flash. One of them currently out of the game. And Team Flash, again, was able to put down Munawe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Munawe. Okay, so oh man, that was a big shot coming from Celcom DG Alliance. You now currently knocked down on the floor. When trying to flip the script up against Leon, wasn't able to hit him as hard as he was able to take down Team Flash from that situation. But there goes Celcom DG Alliance taking big damage. And, well, obviously Team Flash came up at the top.
Oh, 4 thrives. Drove by Federalis. And now because of that, BTR, there are 3 players after losing all the key players. So it's going to be Zaxi, Razy, and Redface in this round. Taking point position on the high grounds of Power Grid, which is one of the good positions here as well. But because of their individual spread, the moment one was caught out, it was impossible for the others to follow up from there. So they had to let Federal let's go.
And also for AZ Slumber, okay, they keep colliding up against APG. I'm not sure if they've already lost some of their members, but I did see them get into an altercation. So yeah, I think they already have one loss. Okay. So AZ continues to march on, to get to the latter stages of the match here, but we're looking at Talon at the moment going up against Alpha Gaming. And then Dog again flashing his 1 point in the bag. Alpha Gaming, Doc, I feel like he's going for a reposition over here, but he could potentially maybe meet one player coming from Talon.
Oh, before we talk about Talon, now we're talking about Dora. Long range. Managed to execute that one, but needs a bit more follow-up. 4 tries in Sem9 in a fight. Okay, here we have them on screen. We're switching back to Dora, but Dora doesn't need to worry too much. I mean, yeah, you spot a member of the Xavier across long range, but it's not going to impact them too much. They are just too far away for them to really give pain to either Dora or the Xavier.
Okay, so we can see Kenny headed back to the rest of the team here. I'm looking at like where they are exactly. Okay, so they're over at the south side. Close to Talon, but here comes the exchange. First, T2K and 4 Thrives. We got T2K getting punished. At the moment, we got Noki back on the screen here. Again, sealing the deal. But we got 4 Thrives taking in some damage as well. And it's not looking too good for their side. I mean, it's just Noki here playing for 4 Thrives.
Oh, and it could be only one player left for T2K as well. As Ajaya got gunned down by Wunti. Long range, Noki finishes off Ajaya, stealing the point away on the hands of the Vikings. And speaking about the Vikings, they're in a fight with BTR, Team Secret with RRQ. Gonna see more fights happening at the same time, it seems. And Genforce just got eliminated. Lapar as well out. Oh, Lapar is down on the ground. Team Secret doing so far so good against RRQ, but the fight's not over yet. Here's Juke with DBS gameplay. On the inner side, his opponent is pretty low, and they will make good work out of RRQ. Eliminated without a single point.
Yep, in a graveyard. Okay. It's a good thing that Team Secret was able to emerge victorious from that clash. At least they have the opportunity to pick up their teammates and continue to march on as well. We got 15 teams for Stage 3. We got Talon Esports back on the screen here. And I feel like they're going for a reposition so far, but okay. So Alpha Gaming going up against Stodak. We got 9 down on the ground here, courtesy of Dewey. We got D-Savior as well, shutting down Todak. 4 Thrives just got eliminated with only 5 points in their pockets.
We can see here with the high guard advantage, East will lock in Kenny as his point. But APG, they only have 3 players, but we only see E, so it's quite a big spread for them. Vampire Esports, the next opponent might be Outer Ego. Just keep an eye on them. Outer Ego might come down south, but the fact that they are in the circle, so I guess it's not a big motivation yet, unless Outer Ego, of course, they want to rank in those elimination points, which they should though. They're number 15 right now, so might as well just go for it.
And from the mini-map, I can see that, perhaps Sem9 can continue to have a fight up against D-Savior. Tribe Aramasi is getting ready to step into this zone as well, but they could potentially meet, and have a conflict with D-Savior as well. They have to pass through Pecado. But let's see what's going to happen as well between Alter Ego Ares and Vampire Esports. They're pretty close to one another. D-Savior, okay, I think, yeah, they're down here in Pecado.
And right now, we're going to see Sem9 coming into the circle, and that's where a conflict might happen. But another conflict happened with ETR, 1 player down. All right. And that's thanks to Team Secret. And where are they right now? Okay, they're by the edge of the circle. T2K is not in it. They're tanking the blue. But the circle will shift, and it will deal more pain to T2K. Circle goes away from the high ground. Look at the amount of teams on the high ground of Power Grid that we still have. We have the Xavier, Sem9, Break from the Vikings. We have BTR. There's a good amount of teams that all need to come down. And that's where we'll see the next flashpoint around the area of Picado.
I feel like, for the side of Vampire Esports and even Alter Ego Earth, I think it's a power position. But we're going to go back to that later on because we got Vikings over here having an exchange up against D-Savior and Picado. Still outside of the zone, ladies and gents. And Pathogen coming into play here. Got behind that concrete wall, getting ready to charge down up against Vikings. But a little bit too hard for him to get that point done. And now he went on prone, goes for that drop shot, and now he's paying for that. Pathogen already taken out of the equation, but this time it's from Alter Ego Eris.
Oh, and we still have the D-Savior here needing to win that fight. Oh man, we're starting to see a lot more fights happening at the same time, including Boom Esports and T2K, but we're going to focus onto the Vikings right now with the nade lobbed into the building next to him. Levi's is there, but that nade will not connect at all. Now they're just exchanging nades. While all this is happening, 7-9 just got eliminated. This time only 1 point collected. So they're not going to overtake Team Flash of Vampire Esports at the top yet. Back onto the Vikings. This fight has to end soon. The timer is running out right now. The blue will be on top of them.
This may be the first bad game here for the side of Sem9, at least for day 3. But anyway, coming off the kill feed is Vampire Esports versus Tribe Aeromasi and Rig. Man, he took a big hit and now Scrimpling now down on the ground here without Trang. Again with that spray. Big damage, but oh man, what a way to end things. I mean, he caught a nade and now he is looking at the floor at the moment. And Vikings taking a lot of damage from D-Savior. I'm not even sure if they're going to be lasting long in this situation.
And without the circle, it's also going to be very difficult. Okay, on the elimination feed, we see D-Savior trying to fight back. But on screen right now, Alpha Gaming spraying. Driver Messi passing by, but he fight back as well. He has to follow up. He's on the lower ground. He needs to find his high ground advantage. His opponent is pretty low as well. And here comes with us. Okay, East will clean them all up. Try Messi taken out. But East is not the only player for APG that needs to survive.
Okay, here we go. BTR, red face, high ground advantage, cooking up an 8 here, trying to take down Zerus, but it's way off chart here. Okay, I feel like VTR doesn't have any clue at all as to where Team Secret is at the moment, and this could be an advantage, for the side of Team Secret. Let's just see if they can follow through. In the meantime, we're looking at D-Savior, and they're trying to get some points done as well. I think they're up against Vampire Esports, if I'm not mistaken. Big jump by Vitality, however. Ooh, man. Who caught that nade? I think it was Shin.
Levi's passing by at the moment. He passed by Red Bull. He was ready for him. Red Bull wins that one. D-Savior out. But expect more fights to happen at the northern side. Here comes Razy knocked, leaving only Red Face left. And while all this is happening, the circle will start to shift again. It could go away from the northern side, and that could be very difficult for the teams. But lucky enough for them, the circle goes up north.
Yep, lots of trade-offs definitely happening. Rosemary getting into position over here, pretty close to where Red Face at the moment. But BTR has, was able to take, that information quite okay. Red Face cooking grenade here, trying to shut down Rosemary, but Rosemary continues to be invisible. I don't even think that, Team Secret knows that Rosemary had already changed, position over here. But let's see what Badger is going to do in this situation as they charge into challenge of the boys of Vikings. And look at that attack coming from Krypton. Alter Ego Eris dominating.
Oh, and the Vikings here. We have Superman lobbing a super nade onto where Moana is at, but Krypton, he fires by Superman, has not much space to play with, and he will be eliminated by Alter Ego. That is the end of the Vikings. Only managed to collect 3 points this round, and that should make them remain on page number 2 at the bottom half.
The job is not done just yet. For the side of Team Secret, they will still have to face the boys of Alter Ego. And whoever wins, well, gets to stay in the game. Alpha Gaming, again, we only have East over here. And so far, he's been, racking up some points for himself. And it's not even a challenge, super hard for the side of East to even challenge up the remaining teams or remaining players. I mean, he's all alone, but I think he's pretty confident with what he can deliver.
Oh, he's sprayed by East. He almost got it, but he's out of bullets. He needs to reload. And that reload time gave his opponent the time to run away, but East found another angle to have another shot. And AZ Slumber out number 8. He managed to gain one placement point this time.
He really is or was flexing. I mean, he was able to put down how many? Four? All by himself. So that's a phenomenal performance coming from East, no doubt. And now we're looking at Team Secret back again, having an altercation with Alter Ego Eras. There's a need for these two teams to settle the score as fast as they can. I mean, the Blue Reaper is already there, just right behind them, ready to devour them. But Alter Ego Eras seems to be winning the fight here. But Team Secret, I don't think they're going to be letting go of this situation. I mean, they're holding on to this high ground advantage. And if an advantage is working out for you, you just really have to capitalize on this one.
And Team Secret have to capitalize on the high ground that they have against Alter Ego. And one active player left still. One is down. And that's going to be Krypton on the ground. Badru is still alive, and Doc knows. Doc sees, Doc shoots, but not scoring yet. It's on the chase right now. Krypton will be eliminated.
Oh, man.
And Badru, now he's in big, big trouble. They're going in for him. Oh, but Team Secret! Oh no! Now Boom Esports shows up! Buying Badru time!
If Team Secret was able to close the deal between them and Alter Ego Eras, it could have been a different story. They could have been prepared, to go up against Boom Esports that actually did a major backstab in this situation. But Team Secret tried their best to defend themselves, but unfortunately, Boom Esports saw an opportunity right there, and that's exactly what they went for. And now we're looking at the situation. Boom can hunt down, this last guy from Alter Ego Eras, which is Bad Drew. And if they continue to play at this kind of pace, then, it's no doubt that perhaps they could even dominate, the remaining teams here. I mean, like Team Flash, Vampire Esports, and even Talent. But then again, Team Flash, they're holding on to a very good compound in the middle of the map.
And they're the only team in the circle as well. Oh, man. But we'll see. I mean, we still have a lot of top contenders here, including Vampire Esports and Boom Esports that's currently performing. Speaking about Vampire Esports, now we have them against Talon. Red Bull at the forefront, sends his utility across, and he gets Boo Boo Hoo! That's go time, and here is Mela showing up. Mela dancing around, but Mela will lose that 1v1. Dewey from the side will provide him extra support, and they will still win this fight against Talon. Talon naturally is too far away to do anything. Vampire Esports will pick up the points.
And here we go, Bad Drew making a move up against Boom. But with that fire, I think he already compromised his location, but I think he's going to be denying the point since he's tanking the blue already. And there goes Bad Drew back to the lobby, but this time coming from the Grim Reaper himself. Now we're looking at 4 teams remaining here. Stage 6, we got Boom at the top. We got Team Flash as well, Vampire Esports, and Talon. But Talon, it's going to be a difficult one for Achul here to handle the situation since, he's all alone, left to deal with business. And here comes Vampire Esports looking at this compound, and I'm not sure if Achul is ready to go up against him.
Oh, he has to, but then again, it's Vampire Esports we're talking about here. Comes by, finish out the final player of Talon, Achul, eliminating him, leaving us with Boom Esports, Team Flash, and Vampires themselves for the chicken dinner at stage number 6. Now, Yummy is looking at Dewey. Passing by, is Yummy going to pull the trigger? He's alone. Teammates on the other side, but they have no idea that Yummy is here.
Oh yeah, let's see how fast the reflexes is for Dewey.
Ooh.
Okay, but I mean, it's a good thing that he's still alive. It was a close call, but then again, okay, he had to expose himself, from Yummy, and Yummy obviously took advantage of that one, capitalized on the information, capitalized on the aim, and Boom Esports is doing exactly well, just to get that chicken dinner.
Okay, and Boom Esports, because they got 2 knocks, now they need to hunt for the final player of Vampire Esports. It's Red Bull. He's on the other side. He's not in this house, but they have no idea yet. They don't have the information where exactly Red Bull is at. They're still finding this house. Mela will be taken out by Yummy. Boom Esports now dominating with 5 eliminations, while Team Flash, they're just being chilling on the other side.
Yeah, they're not joining the mix, you know. I mean, who wants to be in that kind of situation? I mean, if they already have like the biggest advantage of scoring that chicken dinner, then there's really no pressure for them to leave the compound just yet. And just look at that, they continue to be favored by the zone. I mean, that whole compound where Team Flash is actually staying at is still included in the zone, but number advantage definitely goes to Boom Esports. So, how good of a defense will Team Flash able to put up against Boom Esports?
Yeah, because Boom Esports, they have the numbers, right? But when it comes to like Circle, pretty equal. But because again, Boom Esports, they have the numbers, so naturally they can position themselves even more within the circle. Or Team Flash has 2, Boom Esports has 3. Red Bull still caught on the southern side alone. He needs to cross the road, and he's hoping for these two teams to distract each other, so you have better access into the circle at least.
We've seen this, happen. Like, even with just one player from a team can make all the difference. But let's see if that's what we're gonna get, for this round. That could be a major plot twist waiting to happen. But in the meantime, we're still looking at the 3 teams over here. It's still the standoff. But we got Team Flash right now, getting a lot of shot coming from Yummy of Boom Esports, but what was not enough to take him down just yet.
Oh, still looking for the target, but then again, the terrain isn't kind to both sides. Look at how rough it is around this area. But I'm waiting for Red Bull and how he's going to survive this one. Okay, we have him on the mini screen. He's trying to make his way, but position compromise. They saw him. A bullet did land on the Red Bull. But Red Bull will be forced to move forward because of the blue as well. He's chunking a lot of health. He can heal up this one, but no, not enough time. There goes Red Bull to the zone, denying away the point.
Okay, 4v3 situation. We got Win managing 2 players from Boom Esports. Pawnbit, okay, relaxing a bit. Stepped away. In the meantime, we're looking at Bahar as well. Low in HP. Has taken a lot of damage, from the opposition. I got Team Flash back on the screen here. I think they already identified as to where exactly the players of Boom.
Oh, Boom Esports now. Let's see if they'll still get the circle advantage. But before that, Pawnbit fires on the Win. Win 50% of health left. Circle shifts. Very soon. Oh, goes into the middle, but still Boom Esports they had advantage again because of the manpower that they have.
All I can see from this situation is that Boom Esports is really showing fangs up against Team Flash. We got Yummy taking in big damage from those nades set up by Win here. Win continues to be super aggressive with all of those grenade eliminations, and there you go. We got Fajar taking the hit, and now he's down on the ground here. What is the next step for Boom?
And what will be the next step for Team Secret or Team Flash? Are they going to follow up from here? Long range spray by top into the smoke, but nobody's home. Okay, Win. One last nade. Needs to make it count. Nade across, and he will not. It was close. He almost got it. Oh, Pawnbit! Naded out by Thompson State on the other side. Now Boom Esports. 3 active players. It's 3v3 for now.
Ooh, man, Team Flash can still do this. Judging by the situation, okay, all they needed to do was to at least take down one player from the side of Boom Esports, and there you go. Another one bites the dust, thankfully, to a bow of Team Flash. And now this is going to be a 3v2. Top continues to apply a lot of pressure on the side of Boom Esports, pushing them out of the zone.
Just spraying into the smoke, but nobody's home. And like what you said, because Team Flash, they managed to push Boom Esports out of the zone. Now the pressure is on the Boom Esports. They need to win this fight somehow, but only one player left. And
Wow.
Team Flash got the chicken dinner. And the production picked Team Flash.
What? Production got the point?
I think so. Let me get a
man.
confirmation.
Oh man. But yeah, I love
Production got the point.
I love what
Oh,
like
man.
Team Flash did in this situation. They were pretty quiet, and they were just like really monitoring all the situation happening. The back and forth trade between those remaining teams, and I love how they pushed Boom Esports towards the eastern side and actually applied a lot of pressure for them to back away and get back into the blue. So I think Boom Esports wasn't able to recover from that one.
How many is this? 9 eliminations for Team Flash. Surely they will secure their spot at the throne. So that's for Team Flash. But you know what? When we go for stats, like they don't show up. When we don't go for stats, they show up. I'm like, how else do I make predictions? I don't know anymore by now.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm already confused. Like, I have been, picking Team Flash, for a lot of rounds already, and I haven't really scored a. Oh no, I think the first point that I have came from Team Flash, and I never got to replicate it again.
Because then it becomes like, oh, the page 2 team starts to show up. Page 1 teams,
Yeah.
yeah, they're okay, but they didn't score the chicken dinner. And then all of a sudden now you have like, oh, they're back. And production had to be at the right time at the right place. So,
I know, right?
yeah. Well, your team came close here based on the overall teams to watch. Vampire Esports here. PUBG was starting to show some level of consistency. That look interesting. APG as well, they have been showing up here as a team to watch for like at least 2 rounds now. A clue for next round, maybe.
Oh man, I'm just like really hungry for action here. I mean, it's a good thing that some of the teams are really showing us a little of like maybe just a portion of their power. Like what they can really bring into the table here. I love the sudden burst of energy from unexpected teams to really dominate. But teams like APG, like Vampire Esports. We also have perhaps who else? Alter Ego Ares. Maybe just maybe they could show us a little bit of consistency. Like coming into the remaining matches for this evening. Looking at head-to-head here, Boom Esports and Team Flash. Obviously, I think we got better stats from the side of Team Flash, hence them winning the fight. MVP, we got East Alpha Gaming. Representing 6 elimination points, 1045 damage output, and again, we don't even know who's going to be really showing us what they have in this competition, but hopefully we see more action, more clutch moves.
Yeah, I think we've been given a lot of action in this round as well, right? But I expect more for sure because teams are really like starting to really heat up things because we are towards the end of this season. Besides East, we have Red Bull who put on a good show as well. He was the final remaining player for Vampire Esports. And then Doc for Team Secret and Krypton from Alter Ego sharing 4 elimination points. But East 6 elimination points and 1045, that's a lot. But of course, team contribution of 75%. Yep, definitely deserves to be the MVP.
And it's a great thing, that what Joel did, from this round. I mean, he was left all alone, maybe stage 5, stage 6, and he still was able to get 4 more points, for the whole team, or maybe even 5. So I guess, that's a job well done, for the side of Joel. Vampire Esports at second place with 13, and then we got Boom, Alpha Gaming, Team Secret also ending the game with a double-digit score. And this time, the only team that wasn't able to bag anything, so that would be the Boys of RQ, down at 18th place.
Yeah, RQ, the only team without any points this time. But longest elimination distance, this is one of the highest. 412, if I'm not mistaken. It is the highest itself. Maybe you guys in the comments can help to verify that too. And we have a lot of airdrops looted, like it's 4. This is on the higher side. Throwables used, pretty standard 181. On the overalls, because Team Flash scored the chicken dinner, welcome back to the Iron Throne.
It is one of our questions, when we started the matches this evening. Is Team Flash going to be able to dethrone Vampire Esports? Will they be reclaiming the throne? So I guess it's a yes, but then again, they shouldn't be too complacent. They're not supposed to be comfortable just yet because that's just 2 points, against Vampire Esports. So we already have 3 teams again that already crossed the triple-digit score. And, out of the 3, Team Flash bagged the most number of chicken dinners, a total of 4.
And the biggest movers here is Alter Ego on page number 2, going out 3 ranks with 8 points collected this round. It's okay, but we have seen a lot more from Alter Ego. So let's see what sort of climb they could get here. Other than that, we do have a few movers here with T2K, Circle DJ Alliance, Stored Out, and AZ Slumber going down one placement each. Nothing has changed at the very bottom with Talon still stuck at number 18 ever since earlier today. So that's a spot that they need to get out of. But will they get out of? They have 3 more games to go today. We're going to be in our second half. But before we get on to that, as usual, we'll take a breather and we'll see you after this break.
Step into the ring. Step into the ring. Step into the ring. Step into the ring.
Lights out. I got a feeling, but I can't shout. I got reasons, but I'm all out. No rest for the weekend. Give me what I want. Never get enough. Never giving up. Give me what I want. Turn on. Get ready for it. Stay strong. I'm here for it. Don't stop. No rest for the weekend. Turn it up again, I lose control. Give me everything, it's what I want. Best I've ever been, I see the glow. Feel it deep within my soul.
We're back for the second half. 3 matches to go before we wrap things up for day number 3 of the grand finals. This is the Ruthless Invitational Showdown Season 12 with Red Queen and Sir Cloud.
How do we ever predict anymore? I'm out of here. I'm gone. The door is that way. Like, oh man. But production scored 1. And Team Flash scored the chicken dinner. Congratulations to Team Flash. And that means they're back in the Iron Throne again. And here's a bit of a summary for you guys in case you guys to join us. And Iranga is going to be our next match. So we are back into Iranga. Is it going to be a team that dominates the stats or a team that did not? I don't know by now. Yeah, Team Flash is up here. They are flashing brights and number 1, followed by Sem9, and then you have Vampire and Desire. Where do we begin?
Do we even choose from this roster? That's a question. I mean, we don't even know. Like,
No.
whenever we go for a team that we know is doing really well, I mean, one of those high performing teams for this tournament, they don't win. But like
Yeah.
the moment that they do, it's okay. I mean, like it really goes, like the opposite for us. But we have to do this. Production team, well, obviously they already have 5 points. I have one at least, but
Mm.
oh man, this is really starting to be quite a challenge. And again, I mean, hopefully you guys can help us because we really have no idea at all who's going to be winning the fight.
Well, we have to still do it though. This team seems to be showing some potential. We've been talking about them quite a bit. Let's bring the wolf pack in. Let's go.
Okay. I mean-
Yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
if you're with Boom
Come on.
Esports,
Let's go.
you're
I'm
with Boom
chanting now.
Esports.
Boom, come on, boom. Come on.
Oh man. Okay, so for me, I think I would go with let's go with Bigatron.
Okay.
Bigatron,
Bigatron?
Vitality.
They've been showing some level of promise. All right. And production went for stats. Vampire
Vampire
Esports.
Esports. Okay.
Yep. I mean, they went correctly with stats. So, yeah. Brought them the Team Flash win. Now they have 5. Production is like way, way ahead of any of us. That's like, wow, production is the one dominating the scene now.
I have an idea. Okay. So
Okay.
whichever
me.
team will win this round, I think we're gonna end that with saying maybe let's say for example BTR won the fight, won this round. Let's say, okay, BTR is asking all those teams, who's your daddy?
Wow. Okay.
I think
Are
that's
you
a
gonna
good
do
one.
that to Chan?
Are you gonna let any team say to you and ask you if they're your daddy?
Well, let's go. Okay, that's the way to pump it up. Pump it up, come on. Of course, I'll say the same for Boom Esports. Come on, are you gonna let them show you who's boss? Come on, Boom Esports. Show them who's boss. You're the wolf pack. You never go down without a fight. Let's head on to it. We're back on the OG map of Irango. Flight path from the south of Main to the base to the north. Let's go.
I'm thinking if they're actually listening to, the casting for the tournament, I'm pretty sure they're watching, just to go through the live broadcast and maybe check out like how teams are, like doing or maybe rotating. But I do wonder if they can hear, some of the things that we say. But hey, all good things. We promise all good things.
Well, I guess they would check out later once it's over, right? Right now, it's like, okay, we gotta focus onto the game. And then they'll start to hear, oh, this is what the casters say about us? Oh, okay, all right. But we're gonna see a different drop by Vampire. Dropping in mid to the base. Okay, they normally drop
Wow.
in Primos with this fly path, but they're switching their drop spot in mid to the base, so that's a bit unusual. Let's see what sort of circle we're gonna get. Maybe mid to the base, and then Vampire would say to themselves that, hey, we did the right moves.
Yeah, I hope they could, like, maybe just show us how to, still dominate day number 3 here, even if Team Flash was able to dethrone them. Hopefully, we see a spark of interest, from the side of Vampire Esports to just like maybe
Oh.
have a tug of war, But this is I think this is a hard circle since, favored north side and we got 20% of water here. And also we got a fight that's about to happen here. I guess it's Vikings versus Todak.
Oh, and Vikings, very early fight for them. Both teams on page number 2. Let's see who will win this one. Around the area of Gatka, and this fight is happening. Who has the better weapons? Dora, okay, not too bad. They have a Tommy gun, but Trang has a UMP. That's good enough to knock down Kenny, but not good enough to knock down Manap with a Bison. And Manav now chasing down, but he's very low on ammunition as well.
Oh no, Krypton. Alter Ego Era is also having an altercation up against Team Flash, but we are, of course, looking at what Kodak is going to do in this situation up against Vikings. We got Madnap back on the screen here, doing an effective counter up against the Vikings. And, you know, Todak seems to be doing great so far. I feel like they already have the rhythm down at the moment, but they're not out of the woods. I mean, they are already losing people. 2 casualties now for the side of Todak. Even if they win this fight, I don't know how they're going to last, you know, for this round as well.
Oh, whoa, nice jump shot there. Beautiful spray, and it was low on ammunition, but that was enough to finish off Vikings, but a heavy casualty for Toda. And Alter Ego as well, they were busy with another team. I wonder who that other team was. Oh, it's Team Flash, who took out 2 from Alter Ego.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess that wasn't a very good start for Alter Ego Eras. Oh, no! Okay, but it's okay. I mean, that's the nature of the competition. Again, if you are already at the deficit here or advantage is not working out on your side, you just have to be proactive and just make sure that you continue to not get pressured, you know, with everything that is happening, and to continue on going through a lot of the battles inside this match. And as for Team Flash, okay, they already have 2 points in the bag here. I think they're going to chill for a while down here in Yasnaya, so I don't think any team would challenge them, at least for this stage. But then again, since we do have a lot of teams that will be coming from the north side, so I feel like Team Flash, I feel like they will have to prepare for war here.
Where are they right now? Okay, they are at least all right within the circle, so wouldn't be too worried about Team Flash. But for Vampire Esports, it's going to be a long travel for them since they choose to drop in mid to the base. Now, it will be interesting to see, right? Like, since we have 3 teams in mid to the base, there is a possibility that one of the bridges, likely to be the left bridge, that we might see a clash if the timing of rotation is the same.
Yeah, Four Thrives loves to drop in that particular spot. They love to do bridge camping, you know, looking to see if there would be a team brave enough to cross. And I think they're there to really just get those elimination points that they need so far to remain competitive. But I do wonder if they're going to be focusing on, like, maybe having an early rotation, since, you know, the initial circle had favored the northern side. But APG is about ready to, I guess, move from the military base back to the main peninsula. But then again, Four Thrives is not moving at the moment, so perhaps they're waiting on APG.
Yeah, I guess they're just waiting for, like, who's going to make the first move. As for T2K, they are okay in Severny. This is a good drop for them. Up north, Circle is pretty much there. There will not be a chance that Circle goes to main peninsula. So all they need to focus is to be up north. And I would expect shooting range to be one of the more populated areas. After the teams loot, they want to try to get focus onto the high ground shooting range, especially those teams that are close by, like the area of Rozok, like AZ Slumber. And Boom Esports, look at this, they're already on the way there. So they know that that's a prime spot that they can access because their starting point is at Rozok. They should have quick access into the prime area in the circle.
Okay, so obviously first wave of teams already headed towards the south side. We also got Todak coming in to play here from the west side. A Tribe Aerobase could potentially also head towards that same direction. So, I mean, just looking at how close the teams are, you know, from each other. I mean, Boom Esports, BTR potentially could have a fight here, and even with, you know, like Team Flash, RQ already, you know, in the mansion area. But we're looking at D Savior over here, since Natty T opened fired up against a team that, you know, just passed by. They've already compromised their location, but then again, maybe they are prepared to fight. Maybe they are inviting teams to crash in that compound.
Oh. No crashes yet. Boom Esports left Rozok just in time before D-Xavier come by. D-Xavier, now they are aware of the presence of Boom Esports. They took the high ground. So they need to be aware of, if they were to rotate there, who they could deal with. But they're not in a hurry since Rozok is still in the circle, so they're okay. They can hold the spot until maybe another team goes to the shooting range high ground. Boom Esports gets distracted, and that's where Xavier can potentially come in as the third party.
Mhm. I mean, that could be one scenario. And, Four Thrives, I think no matter what happens, I feel like they're going to have a collision up against Alpha Gaming, just like maybe checking, how APG is determined to head towards, the south side of the zone. That would be their entry point. And, again, they could really clash with the Four Thrives, but then again, everyone is busy to go for that reposition, trying to take advantage of an empty land perhaps, or a very good vantage point, but so far no team is going for the hard push just yet.
Yeah, everyone's really disciplined this round. Well, except for that early fight between the Vikings and Tora. Well, generally everyone's okay. Yeah, Alter Ego lost 2 players early on. That could probably be during they were tussling for vehicles when they first land. Naturally, that happens, especially if you have 18 teams in the lobby. Our circle continues to go up north. Ooh.
Wow.
I would expect with this circle more teams to go to Severny.
Yeah, and it's just amazing that everyone is avoiding to actually pass through Yasnaya. So perhaps everyone is thinking that maybe there are a lot of teams camping, like maybe passing time, but nobody actually stayed in Yasnaya. Not even Team Flash. But AZ Slumber, okay, having an exchange up against Boom Esports, and they're getting picked off one by one here. Boom Esports seems to have that leverage up against that team, but I don't think the fight will continue on. So perhaps AZ Slumber decided, okay, maybe this is not the time, for us, live to fight another day. I think that would be the main objective for now, at least for AZ Slumber.
Oh, Razy from BTR just got knocked down. We have it on screen right now. They're going up against Team Flash. Team at pole position now. Team Flash taking a... They're pretty much doing a scouting work. Sending Zeus out. Okay, if he gathers enough information and if it's a good fight, then they will take it. But if not, it seems like they are pretty comfortable in the compound that they're at right now. So it's really down to BTR if they really want to push it through. But I doubt so as well. Like, as long as you're comfortable in the circle at stage 2, somewhere in the middle, you're okay. I don't expect the big moves.
Sim 9. They will have to fight their way in. It's going to be hard for them to step into the zone just because of the number of teams actually that will say hello. But Telcom DG Alliance right now going up against Four Thrives. Team Secret on the screen here. We got Dog trying to make a move. Okay, trying to dance it over 2 players. And that's it for Slumber, AZ Slumber as well. They're out of the game. And Team Flash going after Sim 9, coming from the kill feed.
Oh. And the elimination feed starting to erupt again with Trapper Messi and APG. T24 sprays down. And T2K passing by as well. And here comes the Jaya. Full squad. Oh, nice jump shot by T24. But he's not out of the woods just yet. Pushed to a corner, very low on health. He's in a very risky position right now. Only 1 shot needed to knock him down. And with that, okay, they're trying to land a shot, but they're finding it. So they're finally taken out. It is T2K winning it against Four Thrives.
Well, if you got 1 shot, you should not miss to blow. But anyway, back into the action we go. Team Secret Juke cooking up a nade here, flushing out his opponent. Let's see if it can be successful. But unfortunately, that was a very good drop shot that happened coming from Sem 9. And we got a couple players from this side of Team Secret curling knocked down on the ground. So let's see who'll be dominating or will be reigning supreme from this clash.
And while that is happening, the circle will shift into the main peninsula. We still have a good amount of teams tanking the blue, especially Trapper Messi. Gente eliminated by APG. That's Trapper Messi out. Vampire Esports making their way towards the northern side. On the left side, they might meet with APG.
We might meet with APG. Let's see if APG is going to be taking the fight here. I mean, both of the teams already tanking the blue. Okay, so we got D-Savior from the south side. The Big Jump by Vitality is actually on the northern side, surrounded by a lot of teams. They could deal with T2K even Celcom DG Alliance, or maybe even the boys of Team Flash and even RQ. So there's a lot of this thing can actually play out. It's just a matter of like which BTR, like which fight are they gonna pick next? But Alter Ego Eris right now coming after Team Secret, bringing the pain. And just like that, GK already out of the equation. We got Badger as well taking some points. Alter Ego Eris down to 2 players, and even if that is already a fact, they still continue to dominate.
Sharp shooting by Moana. Reacted very quickly. And now Team Secret finding it difficult to enter Saverni, but it was still forced their way through. They have committed to it. And Badru got Doc. That means Team Secret only have 1 more left. On the other side, it's going to be GK. Landing for himself, sending a nade across on the Moana, but that revealed his position. Moana, look at how fast he flicked his weapon to get that elimination.
Now 13 teams, and again, Team Secret already out of the game here with 4 points. We got Team Flash, 4 points as well, and now we can see Hugh coming after another point. But, you know, the fight is not over just yet. RQ still has a chance to retaliate up against Team Flash. Can still do a massive counter. Can it be effective, though? Noga making a move. Okay, but it's finding it hard to actually score a point here. Hugh making it impossible for RQ to even dominate. And just like that, he's coming after the third kill.
Whoa!
Man, I think it was only Hugh that eliminated, you know, the rest of RQ.
That was a clutch against RQ within the blue while he was pressured by the blue zone damage. What a gameplay by Hugh. Man, no wonder he's the running MVP now.
That was a cool one. Anyway, Team Flash, they still have like someone to, of course, pick up in this situation. Hugh blitting out there in the open. Will they keep him? Will they leave him out there? We're still don't know, but we'll probably get the confirmation later on. But, you know, the time, like his life is actually already taken away. So let's see what will happen. Or perhaps, you know, he's going to be the sacrificial lamb, at least for this stage. But Severny, okay, now the focal point of the circle, and we got Alter Ego Eris occupying the spot.
Interestingly, no one else is in Saverni. Yeah, Team Secret, they attempted to enter it. They lost to Alter Ego, but I would have expected more teams. But surely now more teams want to aim for Saverni. Next to enter it is going to be Toda. But Celcom DG Alliance taking the time. That means that Saverni, by the time they rotate in, it will be occupied by a lot of other teams. But they are going to play the gatekeeping role against BTR. But it's sending Leons out to scout for an entry point.
Okay, I think the first team to challenge Alter Ego Eris down in Severny would be Todak. Yeah. T2K, man, they could potentially shut down BTR, Celcom DG Alliance, you know. They could apply a lot of pressure to make sure that it will be difficult for both of the teams, you know, to get inside the zone. Of course, if they want to remain in the game, they will have to go through T2K, but is T2K going to let that happen? You know, that's one of the questions. Todak, 5 points in the bag now. Coming for the kill fit, it's Team Flash versus T-Savior somewhere. I think it's happening down south. We got you back on the screen here. It's a chase, and Natty T, man, that was a hard fall.
Calm down, Team Flash. Hugh already has 5 eliminations for himself. And they're still looking for more. They're playing on the outside of the circle now. They're going to take the fight against Xavier. Device eliminated. That point is secured by Team Flash. They're on a rampage right now with 10 eliminations. While BTR entering the zone on the right side, they see T2K. And from afar, Zuxi. Oh no, the point stolen away by Celcom DG Alliance.
Okay, here we go. Celcom DG Alliance working smart this time. Back to Bigatron. By Vitality. Vexy doing a little bit of the scouting. Talon Esports going up against Boom at the moment. But Boom right now taking a lot of damage from Talon Esports. But then again, you know, Talon has been suffering, you know, like a loss as well. You know, the damage Axel down on the ground here. But Fahar, man, next player from Boom to take a hit. And there you go, Yoru. Nailing down the coffin over there, was able to come up on top.
Whoa! Nice spray by Boboku, stopping Leons at his track. Immediately taking him out. I feel like I'm watching the game at times 1.5 speed. Like everybody's so fast.
Yes. I mean, this is the after that we came for, so it's what we're getting. And it's what we love, coming from the teams here, especially we are already at stage 40. We do expect, teams really go at it. And we are already at day 3 of the grand finals. So we are really expecting, for the aggression to be really off the charts here. We got Boo, again, from Talon Esports, still trying to ram up some numbers for the team. Axel still bleeding out there in the open. And now we got Boo down on the ground as well. What is Yoru going to do in this situation?
Oh, here comes Yoru with a spray. Second attempt by Yoru. Not able to get his target. Now he needs to defend the CQC. He will show up with a shotgun. And Yoru from the second floor going down to the ground floor looking for his target. His target is just on the outside right now. Cellcom DJ Alliance with Oleo. 1v1 against Yoru. Oleo 50% of health and now he's cooking up his name, but Yoru is going to close the gap. Goes back up to the second floor, but Team Flash had to interfere from the other side of the road.
Okay, here we go. This is getting intense. Okay, obviously we got Team Flash packing in some heat up against Talon Esports. Boo, I'm not sure how they're gonna do or how are they gonna save their teammate here, but just look at that. Vampire Esports looking interested to join the game over here. Maybe even BTR, but maybe change their minds. But Vampire Esports, the fact that they actually getting closer and closer to where Team Flash is, maybe they're expressing, their full out intent to actually come out and play. But let's see if Talon Esports will surpass this challenge with them dealing the situation up against Team Flash here. Obviously, we got Tops cooking up a nade here. Same thing goes for Win, and Boo took a hit.
Oh, here comes Team Flash. Now they need to finish up Yoru's on the other side with a DBS. Tops with a shotgun. CQC moment for Yoru, and Win will come in from the other side as well. And looks like they managed to deal with Yoru at the other day. Talon eliminated, and Team Flash 14 eliminations now.
All right, here we go. This is what we want. A top 1 and top 2 right now, settling their conflict. And that was such an aggressive crash happening coming from the side of Vampire Esports. That's 1 point in the bag there, which puts Team Flash in a world of trouble here. It's going to be a 4v2 play for that compound alone. But 14 elimination points in their pocket says a lot with the kind of pace Team Flash is playing currently.
Oof. Apparently, he's going to slow down pace for himself since he's the final player for D Xavier. 9 spots facts. And that's Sam 9 eliminated. And let's see if Win and Tops, they don't really need to do much now. Vampire Esports on the other side of the road, both teams in the circle. Just waiting for stage number 6. And that's where the fight might potentially erupt.
Oh man, I feel like, Team Flash, after getting the throne back, they are getting challenged right ahead by Vampire Esports. Just maybe asking, do you think you can maintain playing at this kind of pace? Do you think you will be able to sit long on the throne? I don't think so. I mean, obviously Team Flash needs something of a miracle gameplay over here. I mean, they're outnumbered. This is Vampire Esports that we're talking about. We do know how these guys play. So we're interested at what kind of maneuver we're going to be witnessing, from the side of Flash.
That will depend on the circle. Well, there's a high chance the circle will move away anyway. But if anyone were to make the first move, it's surely going to be Vampire. Since Team Flash, they don't have the manpower. I'm looking at their vehicles. A lot of them seem to have been blown up. So I don't know about this one. But anyway, Vampire, they created the smoke bridge. Here they come.
Yep, Red Bull came in first, followed by Dewey. Red Bull taking in a lot of damage from the nade, but what a response from Vampire Esports, taking down Win in an instant. Now Tops is all alone to deal with the situation, but what is it gonna do? I mean, it's a 4v1, and Vampire Esports a little bit kill hungry at this point. Can he still defend himself? I don't think so. Red Bull just ended it. There's no coming back from that one. Team Flash just got eliminated, and now we're looking at the final 4 teams.
Whew. Okay, but anyway, Team Flash, they collected a lot of elimination points, at least 14. So we're gonna look at the overall score later on, but here comes Todak onto Vampire.
Oh man, and BTR right now could potentially take off the Eagle Ray, but Vampire Esports right now coming after Todak. We got Dewey down on the floor. Red Bull still trying to make sense of the situation.
Oh.
And there you go. An accurate shot again coming from Red Bull. Vampire Esports continue to dominate with 6 points in the bag now.
What a shot there, Red Bull. Man, Dota stood no chance. They couldn't even land themselves. Now top 3, BTR, Vampire Esports, Alter Ego for the chicken dinner. And that's going to be Alter Ego fighting their way in. BTR playing the gatekeeping role. Razy gets Badru. And now it's only Moana left for Alter Ego. He's currently on the outside of the circle. Oh no, he's on the inside. He's going to charge into the middle, but he has to take this one fight. And he got Zuxi along the way. Zuxi behind him, he has to do the job. And Moana gets a double just to be shut down by Razy at the end.
Lazarus right now trying to get close to where BTR is, trying to pick up information if the fight is now over. And now we got Vampire Esports getting some moves done. We got Bigatron by Vitality defending themselves as well. We got Jui with an S12K trying to put down Redface in this situation. And that was a good shot, effective even, coming from the side of Vampire Esports. Who's going to be winning the fight? I mean, it's still a complete squad for the side of the Vampires. And we're talking about the last remaining player for the side of BTR. And that would be Razy. Oh, and Zuxi.
Oh, yeah, Zuxi's together with Razy on the left side. So this duo has to do it against Vampire Esports, a full squad. And they know exactly where they are. It's a matter of them getting into position. Look at Dewey on the left side. He's rotating all the way behind. And he could potentially backstab the 2 players of BTR. Don't have much space to play with. And now they will come in all together on the BTR. Dewey gets Zuxi. One more to go. It's going to be Razy. The IGL will be taken out. Vampire Esports locks in another chicken dinner.
And I almost got my prediction right for this round. Oh my goodness, why does it keep happening to me? Okay, so Vampire Esports says that, okay, we just let you seat, on the throne, just to have you get a feel of it, so you know how it feels like to be taken down once again. And that's Vampire Esports again reigning supreme for this tournament, taking the top spot again back from Team Flash.
So the team with the stats is back. Okay. I wonder if I need to change the way I predict stuff. But anyway, gotta give it to Vampire with the chicken dinner. But also Team Flash, they scored a lot of elimination points. So I'm not sure if Team Flash actually collected more points than Vampire, because it's also the narrative of the fight between the two for the throne.
Yeah, for this round, Team Flash have been, really cooking. Actually, in the previous round as well, they have been pretty consistent. They weren't able to bag, like the chicken dinner for this round, but when it comes to elimination points, I think they have it down as well. But from Vampire Esports, yes, I think if we're gonna compare the elimination points that they have against Flash, I feel like Flash, did I think bag higher number compared to Vampire Esports.
Ooh, okay. That's your rough calculation. But okay, this is a clue for us, right? So Team Flash is still behind Vampire in terms of team to watch. That means the amount of points collected is not as many as Vampire Esports, but still above teams like BTR, who scored the second place. So we'll calculate the points later, but we also have to give it to Dota as well. This is a round where they also perform and they are part of the teams to watch here. BTR, we did start of the day talking about them like, okay, could they do the BTR? Could they do the comeback? And they seem to be somewhat consistent.
Yeah, I think we are looking for consistency, from all the teams. Yes, they do have a little bit of that consistency in terms of elimination points, but who gets to get that chicken dinner? I think that's where the problem starts for us. But head to head, okay, Vampire Esports versus Bigatron by Vitality here. Damage output, well, I think it goes to BTR, but when it comes to elimination points, it is of course the Vampire Esports. But when it comes to the MVP of the match here, it's a win of Team Flash, dropping a total of 6 elimination points and 1,236 damage output.
Oh, so Win is also one of those players that are in the road to MVP. And by him getting the MVP this time, well, it could give him a good chance of being there in the pole position. But that will be tabulated at the end of the day. Other than that, the Yoru is up here representing talent. And we always have to have you. This guy has been really performing this season. And then we have the new signing of Vampire Dewey with 5 eliminations as well. So between Win and Hugh, they have 11 eliminations. So majority of the eliminations for Team Flash is divided by these two players.
Yeah, I mean, this is why it's super interesting for me, at least for this, like, the twins, for Team Flash. I do wonder if this is going to be the same energy, the moment that we see them perform in the official stages. It's a very promising. It shows a lot of potential. It shows a lot of skills. It shows a lot of heart. But, of course, what we're trying to consider is the amount of experience that they've already gone through in the official tournament. So that's also kind of like part of the random elements that any team would want to deal going through games. But Team Flash right now obviously is a formidable team for the tournament, but again, we don't exactly know just which team is going to be crowned. I mean, there's also Alter Ego Ares, there's also Boom Esports, and even Vampire Esports still trying to catch up with the numbers. But really, with everything that happened, with all of the action that happened from day 1 and day number 2, I feel like we are still a little bit hungry in terms of like the intensity of like the clutch moves we are seeing from teams here from every match.
Yeah, a lot of fights seems to be rather straightforward, right? So that's why. But we still have games to come. Now, looking at the overall chart, no moves at all for all the teams on page 1. And Team Flash, they're tied together with Vampire Esports in terms of points collected. But because they have 4 chicken dinners, so the tiebreaker does favor Team Flash.
Oh.
Page 2, a few movers here and there. And it looks like good news for Talent. They are no longer at the very bottom. Instead, they swap places with AZ Slumber.
Yeah, 1 point away from Talent Esports being at the bottom of the barrel here. But also to point out the fact that 4 Thrives. Okay, this is very unusual. Usually we see them have an explosive gameplay, maybe one or maybe a couple of games, in a day. But right now it's still a no-show, for the side of 4 Thrives. Perhaps, they're still trying to cook, but hopefully we do see even just a little bit of their prowess, into this competition. Could be
Yeah,
good.
but we will see more of them after this break, ladies and gentlemen. So don't go anywhere. See you guys after this one.
Step into the
And looks like the stats team are back. Vampire Esports just locked in their chicken dinner after Team Flash, that is. Welcome to the Ruthless Invitation Showdown Season 12, and we're still here with you. My name is Sir Cloud, together with a wonderful Red Queen here. And my oh my, when are we going to see Red Queen play the guitar?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so
What was that?
okay, I have two guitars actually. So this one is
two?
actually working. Yeah, this one. This is working. That one is not working, so that's out of tune. But I mean,
You have
you
time.
have to make sure that you guys are following us on our social media platforms. So just in case I post a song, a cover, then you'll be updated. Hey!
Can I do a request?
What?
How about something from Goo Goo Dolls?
Goo Goo Dolls. Okay. All right. Okay. I think I'm
Ooh.
gonna do that tonight. Okay, no problem. I will be posting a song from Goo Goo Dolls. I'll try to play it on the guitar. So make sure that you follow again our social media platform at SirCloudMY and at Red Queen Andy. So let's go. Let's do this prediction before we start the second to the last round. SirCloud.
Oh man! Oh no! Why are they doing this? Do we go for stats or do we don't go for stats? What should we do?
I think I'm not gonna go with stats here. I'm not gonna go with
Okay.
stats. Maybe there's
Alright. Let's
a
jam.
twist that can happen. You know what? If we're talking about twist, then I'm gonna go with the T2K. T2K, let's go. Rolls, show them your guns.
Ooh, show them guns. Them
Yeah.
guns. Oh wow. Okay. Oh man. Ah. Oh man, so hard. Okay, let's bring out the boys. Oh, BTR for me. Let's go. I'm just gonna do this now. BTR.
Okay, Bigatron by Vitality. Okay.
Ah. Somebody
These guys are
save me.
pretty awesome as well. 6 correct predictions now, for the side of production. Okay. Boom
I know,
Esports.
right?
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So none of us are going for stats.
yeah, no. But you know what? For today, so there were already 2 teams that are representing Vietnam, at least for those teams that scored a chicken dinner, and then 1 from Indonesia. So, like, if we're just gonna play a little game, I don't see any Nepali team yet holding a chicken dinner, at least for day number 3 of the grand finals. Again, we already have 1 from Indonesia, so that would be Boom Esports. Do you think T2K could probably score a chicken?
I mean, if we were to look at their gameplay, okay, one of the highlight fights that they won was against Fourth Rise, and they did it pretty clean. So, I mean, they do look like they can. Yeah. I guess it would be nice to see some diversity as well in terms of like which region is getting the chicken dinners, right? So, yep, maybe T2K. Yeah. I mean,
Who's gonna
at this point, you know what? At this point, it would be nice to get like production to like speak on what they think and what's the secret to getting those 6 predictions right. We it's always us just assuming what production thinks. So maybe one of these days we
Yeah.
need to do that.
How are you guys always good when it comes to prediction? Something's really fishy. Something's fishy.
They're from the future. They know.
Oh man, I'm just kidding, guys. Again, we would love for you to join us into this little game that we play. Please do let us know if you have any team in mind that you guys are supporting or you would want to win, for this round. And again, we're almost nearing the end of day number 3 here. This is going to be the last E-Wrangle that is about to drop. So let's go.
Let's go, people. This is going to be the last E-Wrangle today before we wrap things up inside of Miramar. It's going to be pretty interesting. Flight path is going to start from the south to the north, just like before, but it's skewed towards the right side of the map. It's slightly different. I want to see if Vampire still drops in military base, just like how they did in the previous round. And it seems like they're heading the same direction. So this just tells me that Vampire, they're trying out something new. And by trying out something new, at least at the start of a round, it brought them the chicken dinner. So yeah.
I'm looking forward to that, something new. Perhaps, they could serve something fresh, something more spicy, I guess. I'm pretty sure we can take that. Okay, we're talking about food again. I'm already being hungry.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, it's already dinner time, so let's get it done. Let's get it over and done with. So again, Vampire Esports, same drop spot. Down south, close to APG, close to Talon Esports as well. We got RQ coming into play, close enough with the boys of Sem9 around Milta. And as for those teams at the top, we got Tribe Ermacy, close to where T2K is, but I don't think they're going to be dropping in the same place. But just look at that. Circle landed over to the west side. We got Gaga as one of the focal points.
Circle playing with the players. Well, I guess it is what it is. I'm hearing gunshots. Forthrise and D Xavier. They were close. D Xavier, naturally, they want to get back to Pachinki, so that's their not regular movement. Another team passing by is the Vikings. An attempt by T24. Does not connect. So it's just more of them saying, hello, my friend.
Hello.
By the way, do you know of that that movie, The Mask?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it The Mask? Or was it another
Jim
movie?
Carrey?
Yeah, that one. But I think it's another movie. Now that I think about it, it's like, I'd say hello to my little friend.
I don't think
Or
it's
is it Ace Ventura? I forgot.
Oh man, yeah, I do get the reference, but I'm not sure from which movie though.
All right, we'll come
Oh.
back on that. We're showing our age now, okay?
Say hello to my little friend. Classic.
Especially with the Goo Goo Dolls request. Like, I wonder how many people know the Goo Goo Dolls now. But, oh, Zeus knows that Boom Esports is there.
Yeah, it's an early engagement between them and Team Secret, but oh, massive spray with an AKM. Unfortunately, he overextended his peak, and now both of the players from Boom Esports are paying for it dearly. Team Secret gaining that advantage. I mean, obviously it was a good stop, for Team Secret. They held their ground and was able to win that fight. So it didn't play out quite nice on the side of Boom Esports, and just at stage 1, few minutes into the game here, and they lost 2 of their players.
Yeah, very early on, and that was happening while everyone was kind of moving around. But Team Secret collected 3 points, so that's a very good start for them. And Forthrise. I thought Forthrise and D-Xavier did done, but it looked like D-Xavier, they turned around, and now they're taking the fight against Forthrise.
Oh, I'm just really waiting for Falak to step up, because, well, who needs luck when you have Falak? And, well, I haven't seen that gameplay just yet from Four Thrives, and I am eager. And I'm really excited to see them pop off. But in the meantime, yep, we're waiting for them to really get into an engagement here up against the Xavier Nandity on prone here. Try to goes up with the spray with a new micro Uzi. Oh, and he won! He shot down Nucky.
Okay. With just a micro Uzi with level 1 helmet, level 1 vest. Wow. And now he will pick up the level 2 vest from that. Oh, but Celcom DJ Alliance, they're coming by too. Wait a second, guys. The circle is all the way to the left at Gaka. What are you guys doing here? Why does everybody want to be here?
Oh man. Oh, I mean, it's actually beside the edge of the circle here. Todak, Vikings Esports having a trade-off. We got Man Up on screen here, sealing the deal, getting some damage done as well. 1T confirmation coming through already out of the game here. Four Thrives as well. It's been getting some damage, and just look at that. It was fast. Four Thrives already out, and now we're looking at D Savior having an exchange with Zelcom DG Alliance.
Oh, this is going to be a really fast round. Look at this. The elimination feed continues to light up. As Celcom DJ Alliance, Leo with spray onto Nati. Nati behind that rock. But Celcom DJ Alliance, they're going to engage. Here comes Nati, 1v2 at least. Leon's coming in from the other side. He's going to be at the forefront with the UMP in hand. He knows that Nate is just right in front of him. Just with the micro Uzi, not enough. Leon's, he found an angle and he will take him out. Levi's can't do much.
Oh man, 966 scrolling desperately back to the rest of the team here to get picked up. Break is not having a break at all up against Todak Esports. And you know what? He's all alone left to deal with this kind of situation. I mean, obviously he is probably sweating bullets as well. I mean, he's getting hunted down by like full Todak Esports, and that was an obvious outcome. Could be overwhelming, for just one player. 16 teams remaining, and we're looking at BTR close to Todak. Will they be challenging them up next?
Just waiting to see where are they going to rotate. Okay, they're still around Todak though. I think they're kind of deciding on like, okay, do we wanna, do we don't wanna? But I guess they decided not to. Okay, they are moving away from Todak. Todak will be okay with that since they just landed on their compound. But now APG against Vampire, long range by Doc, and Dewey is down. But we have Mela here against Doc, looking for revenge against his teammate, but he's from the side, and that's where Vampire Esports will be eliminated.
Ah, man, okay. Again, it's a hot and cold situation for most of the teams here. I mean, after a great run, from the side of Vampire Esports, they had an early elimination in the last E-Wrangle. So again, something that we're not really expecting to happen. But anyway, we continue on with the game. We're looking at Bigatron by Vitality, and currently they're already in the middle here, close to Boom Esports, Todak, RQ, and even Alter Ego Eras. But since we still do have a little bit of space, we're just at stage 1, I don't think, any of the team, even those teams that are already in the circle, will go in for a fight. But it may be a different story for Team Flash, T2K, and Tribe Aeromacy, because they're still tanking the blue here. They will be coming from the northern side, probably passing through Rozok. So I feel like at some point, they're going to be meeting each other.
And that will bring us to potentially another fight. Well, T2K making their move now. It's still stage 1, so it's a tankable zone, and they do have a few players that have passed that blue. So the remaining members will surely follow up from there, and I expect them to be okay. But I'm not sure about Alter Ego and RRQ now. And RRQ, they do have compound, but Alter Ego, they seem to be interested. We can see the movement by Alter Ego. They're heading there.
Okay, Alter Ego Eras right now. Rosemary probably deciding, for the team, like, okay, I think you guys need to back me up in this situation. Okay, I'm gonna go and knock down at least one player, and that will be the cue for you guys to step in and take charge. But in the meantime, kill feed, it's Alpha Gaming maybe losing some of their members from somewhere, but I think we're gonna leave the situation away. Okay, we're looking at D-Saver at the moment. Down to the last player, that will be Levi's, and he is the one trying to take care of business up against Alpha Gaming, but I think Doc will be leaving the situation. Oh, he goes in for a reposition.
Oh, Ruse just got taken out by Zayo. Alpha Gaming now coming in. Levi's is the only player of D-Saver. The Molly is still active on the left side, so Refuse cannot move forward. But he does not really need to. He finds that angle. He's just waiting for the Molly to subside while his teammates coming from the other side, and that's good enough for them to deal with Levi's. But try Messi now. Only Gante left. It's putting the pain to T2K.
Oh, man. Okay. Tough situation, I guess, for T2K. Okay, I thought they already have the momentum down. I thought they were able to set up the pace or maybe even the rhythm. But, judging by the course of the situation, T2K may be struggling a bit, going up against Tribe Aeromacy. But Gyante here to make all the difference up against T2K. Right now, they're having an exchange. And it takes 2 to tango. And right now, Gyante and T2K is doing just that. Gyante switched now back to his M416. Alter Ego Eras, however, Krypton still doing a massive damage up against RQ, and they seem to be winning the fight.
And Rosemary, the moment he steps into the compound, he gets gunned down by Nepeko. Yeah, trying to land the nades on the second floor, but Padru stop a player of RRQ on the ground floor. And RRQ now, they're falling apart at the hands of of Alter Ego. They see another target, and here comes the Peko getting one more. That gets gunned down as well. The Peko fighting back, but he's very low right now. Badru with the M4. This should be a straightforward spray by Badru. And there goes RRQ. Alter Ego survives.
Oh man, okay. Alter Ego Ares is showing dominance, for stage 2 here. AZ Slumber not getting lucky as well, going up as another team here, and the members are also getting knocked down one by one. Talent Esports, even Celcom Digi Alliance having a trade-off as well in the middle of the map here. But we're gonna stick close to Alpha Gaming, because they're about to, of course, have an engagement here. There's going to be a little chase that can happen between them and Talent Esports, but Dog already found his footing, and perhaps, I think this is a fight, that's about to go down.
And from afar east, tries to get the members of Talon. Vehicle blown up. Talon, they'll lose one vehicle east. It's aiming down on another vehicle, but being shot back. Spraying into the smoke, hoping to hit this target. It did hit Arturo, but not enough to knock him down. While all that is happening, the circle will shift again. Look at the amount of teams still spending time in the blue.
I know, right? So don't exactly know what they're waiting for, but since they're already situated, in that area, I feel like Team Secret and Todak will just have to settle their business, even with AZ Slumber and Team Flash. So let's see what's going to happen, because, we don't really have that much space to go for up to the northern side, so I guess we'll just have to go through eliminations when it comes to the teams here. And Alpha Gaming doing a lot so far, because they're surrounded by teams here, Celcom Digi Alliance, Talon, and even BTR, and they will have to manage a lot of directions.
Yeah, as they... Okay, Talon. Okay, I didn't see anything on the minimap. I wonder what happened there. Okay, they're on the southern side where Fairy Pier is at. A lot of teams also managed to enter into the circle. It's stage 3 now, and the zone will start to close. Only AZ Slumber is spending time in the blue. That one last player. Fex needs to be careful. He's being shot at from afar, but he should be fine as long as he's not knocked in the open.
Okay, so BTR, we've always known this team to take up space in the middle. That's how confident they are when it comes to their skills, and it only goes to show that they're not really shy, or they're not going to back down in any possible scenarios that can happen inside the game. And BTR right now just protecting that very space, that area that they occupied. So let's just see how impeccable the defense can be for the side of BTR, but there are a lot of teams, looking at their direction. So it's going to be an interesting stage 4, I guess. The moment that the circle shifts, man, let's see if BTR can still manage to get through the stage.
BTR right now still a full squad, so that's a good sign for them. And I'm sure the fans would want to see BTR do well. The SM9 and Alter Ego across, but I don't think it will be much from these two as long as they still have the circle. How far is SM9 away from it? They're okay. They're 1/3 into the circle, so that's fine. So I don't expect to see much action for them for now. But we can expect to see action between Talon and Boom, and Boom has no idea that Talon is here.
Yeah, I don't think he does. And also for AZ Slumber, man, they're the only team right now, or maybe the only player still outside of the zone, like in the outskirts. Can be a little more time for him to decide to get into play here, but, is this a smart idea? Is it gonna just deny the point here? He's just about ready to move up again, go through Gaka. So it's going to be hard for him. If he gets spotted down by any of the squads, then that could be the end of the line, for AZ. And what an erratic behavior coming from the circle. Now it went far east.
Yeah, and Alter Ego will be happy with the circle. BTR thinking the same way as well. But it will force a lot of teams on the left side to migrate into the circle. Okay, here we have Boom Esports. At least they have easy entry. I'm not sure about Team Secret and Tora. This might be a face-off.
Yeah, a face-off that is about to commence. AZ Slumber. Okay, spotted by Pondbit, and it was fast. It was a fast pull for Boom Esports, was able to get the job done, and now we're looking at 10 teams remaining. So Team Secret, on the other hand, I think they're going to be pushing through with a fight up against Todak. For Todak, they already have 4 points in their pocket, so I think it's a solid performance, especially when they were able to get to this stage as well. I mean, down to 10 teams remaining, so 8 teams have already been eliminated. Now, Team Secret continues to take up, to take a formation, but again, Todak, Team Secret, still outside of the zone here, so I don't exactly know what the plan is going to be.
Yeah, I guess they were trying to find an entry point without having to fight. So that's why they rotate all the way up north. And Toda's doing the same. But they're also trying to read where Team Secret is going to go. And they don't want to clash on the outside of the circle too. But we also have Talon, Axel on the minimap. And here we have Kenny looking at Talon. So they're taking their time because they also want to try to read out where Talon might be so they don't clash. But speaking about a clash, BTR, this might be the moment to clash with Team Flash, but Team Secret, the moment they moved in, they see you high.
They're about ready to spill the secret. And right now they're challenging up, of course, Sem9 over here. GK! Oh no! He got caught off guard. And that was a solid nade coming from Sem9. Now Doc is cooking up a nade for himself as well. Who's going to be winning the fight here? Doc charges in, launches that nade, wasn't able to take that hit, but the fight continues on. Doc continues to cook up the nade here, but changes his mind to switch back to his S12K. And now this is a cat and mouse chase once again. And Doc, well, he got found out by Sem9, and that was a fast one as well. Team Secret punishment here from Sem9.
Yuhai found that angle, and that's Team Secret eliminated. Number 10, 5 elimination points. Sem9 now, it's time for Viren to go into the circle. Stage number 4. Their next opponent might be Team Flash. Team Flash, they heard the commotion. So now they are prepping up for the potential fight against Sem9. But wait a second. Tora just shot down Hugh. Now Team Flash, they have company in the area.
Okay. Can they manage it though? Okay, Sem9, Amaza, getting shot at by Rosemary of Alter Ego Eras. But we already have Krypton out of the game as well. So Alter Ego Eras still performing with only 3 members. And Rosemary, I don't think this is going to be a problem for him. We've always seen this guy do a lot of clutches in any tournaments. And we're looking at Talon once again. And, they're still having an exchange here up against a team. And that would be Todak. But it looks like Todak is the one dominating. We're just not quite sure just yet. But Yoru Achul, Talon Esports obviously down to a duo.
Okay, yes, duo of Talon now without the circle. Fighting against not only Tora, but also APG behind them. BTR wants to join onto the party, taking up the high ground. Zaxi comes in, but he gets gunned down by Frenzy. And Razy needs to save his teammates. And here is Bam aka Manap as the cleanup crew to lock in those elimination points. And he needs to save Kenny and Frenzy. Does he have the time though? Because there's so many teams around here.
Frenzy, Kenny, Vexy, all facing the floor. And I don't think BTR will be coming back for their teammates. I think this is, of course, a fight or flight situation. But BTR, I don't think they have any more options left. They tried to escape. Unfortunately, well, they got gunned down. Same thing goes for Talon Esports and even Todak with only 7 points in the bag here. 6 teams remaining for stage 5, and we continue to witness a lot of action happen. This time it's going to be Sem9 versus Team Flash and Alpha Gaming East with a massive spray. Let's see who's going to be winning the fight.
Okay. East didn't get his target. Now Team Flash, time for them to find another spot in the circle. But there's so many teams on the north. Sem9 is still in this. We have Boom Esports as well. And soon, we'll have another new contender within the circle as well. But Team Flash and Sem9. Okay, this is going to be another fight. Here we go.
Only one team will be at the top, obviously. This fight is about to commence. We got Sem9 already making a move up against Team Clash. We got, D, okay, D taking in some damage. Okay, but he was able to hide behind that tree, so I guess he's still safe. 6 points, so obviously they do have that momentum going on for Sem9. I'm also checking if they can bag, their second chicken dinner of the night, but we'll wait until this match is actually finished. But Team Flash continues to do an effective counter, but Win still currently knocked down on the ground here, and Sem9 continues to set up a very good parameter defense.
And Sem9, Team Flash, nade onto Yohai by East. Wait, it's from East, not from Team Flash. Okay, anyway, three-way war right now, involving APG as well, and East will knock down Fex. Sem9, they need to recover quickly. Yohai will be eliminated, and Alpha Gaming on the rampage right now. Baron want to lock in that elimination point by taking out Tops, but it's not going to be easy. Backup is just right behind him, but there will not be enough time to save Tops. Tops will be out. Here comes the rest of Team Flash going on to Baron, and Baron goes down to the hands of Win.
Still an impeccable performance as well coming from Team Flash. I mean, it only goes to show just how determined they are to score another chicken for this day. And we are seeing them trying to flush out the boys of Sem9, trying to take over that compound. And now the circle had shifted. Obviously, this fight needs to be settled. And whoever wins the fight will then have to deal with alter ego errors and even Boom Esports, who is actually just close to their main entry point. But you know what? Alpha Gaming is just like watching everything that is happening, but not getting into fights just yet.
Yeah, they want to be the long-range elimination stealers. Sem9 and Team Flash now, no zone. The zone shifted away. This fight is inevitable right now. But technically, if Team Flash wants to avoid this one, they can like rotate somewhere else. But I guess they're not in the mood for that. They want to take this fight. And Win is trying to draw Sem9 out, at least draw those nades out. But Sem9, they're not falling for it. Still holding their ground in the building. While they're trying to flush out Sem9, but they can't find that angle.
Oh man, I already saw it coming, like the moment that nade left his hands, I already knew what's gonna happen with Sem9. But Team Flash reigning supreme once again, coming out of that conflict, only goes to show that Team Flash is showing all intention of dominating the entirety of this round. And now looking at Alpha Gaming, 10 points in the bag. That is a solid fiery performance coming from Alpha Gaming, truly alpha, and this is what the fans have been waiting for. Team Flash crashing the compound, challenging up the remaining boys of Alter Ego Airs. We got Badru back on the screen here with an S12K, but unfortunately a little slow in the trigger there, and that is a win by Win.
Well, Team Flash, okay, could they be back again? Let's see if they can wrap it up. Now we're in our top 5 teams. Celcom DG Alliance in front of Team Flash. Just behind that shack with the smoke protecting them. But Team Flash, they seem to be creating the smoke bridge. Maybe they want to create something for Hugh to join together with him. Okay, they just want to step out of this building just to find that angle to lob that nade. So far, the first nade did not connect. And Hugh, he would join back with his teammates. Okay, so that smoke is to protect Hugh.
Man, they have to get rid of Celcom DG Alliance if they would want to push, Moana inside that compound. But that was such a great shot from Pawnbit of Boom Esports. Obviously, Team Flash lost, firepower from that exchange. And, Alpha Gaming, just like what we mentioned earlier, they do have the advantage here. I mean, just looking at the situation, they have everything lined up for them. Every team is just right down below. So in terms of vantage point, Alpha Gaming definitely has that one. All they need to do is just play out their cards right. But what will happen between Team Flash and Celcom DG Alliance, that's what we have to look forward to.
And circle time? Oh, well, 3 of these teams are somewhere in the middle, so they should still get the circle. Not sure about Boom and APG though. And let's see, where will the circle be? But APG, they have a lot of space to play. I'm not too worried about them. I'm a little bit more worried about Boom now that the circle have moved and there's a lot of flat open space in front of Boom.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Moana is being very, very patient here. I mean, he's not really being too much aggressive. At this point, he knows he doesn't have enough firepower to deal with Team Flash, who is just, in the next house. But we can see you cooking up a nade here. He would try to flush out Moana, maybe, like just create enough distraction for Alter Ego Eris to fall victim, to the trap. But so far, it's a standoff between the remaining teams here. And Boom Esports still outside of the zone, but they're not coming in just yet.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard for them. They need to wait for a distraction. So that's one. Second is if they have enough smoke to create a smoke bridge, but they're making the move now because they know that time is not on their side. Okay, they're going to rotate towards the high ground, but if they go there, they have to challenge Alpha Gaming. It's either Alpha Gaming or the Compound Challenge. They have to pick their poison. And Alter Ego stop them from moving forward. From the side, it's going to be Moana. He got one. Now he wants to finish off the final member of Boom Esports, Paja. If he stays behind the vehicle blows up. That's it. But there's also Alpha Gaming on that high ground, putting pressure on him. It's a matter of who will lock in the elimination point, and it will go to the hands of Refuse.
Well, yeah, he just stole that kill from Moana. And now we're looking at Alter Ego Eris, Team Flash, Telcom DJ Alliance, and APG to be the final 4 teams over here. 11 points now for Alpha Gaming. Determination, already at best. We're looking for, of course, if Alpha Gaming will be able to secure the chicken dinner, that would be the cherry on top. But Team Flash, I don't think they're going to be moving. They're definitely going to wait for Celcom Digi Alliance to get close, and even for Alpha Gaming. But in terms of like really not exposing themselves and not risking anything to make any more mistakes for stage 7, that would be Alter Ego and Team Flash.
And the circle continues to shrink into the middle. APG, no circle. And they have to clear off Celcom DJ Alliance. Oh, that nade, so risky. Almost naded down east. And the second nade will not miss. That's a homing nade there by Oleo to knock this down in the open. Refus is too far away to save his teammate. Refus will need to focus only on himself now.
Yep, I don't think it's still possible for Rufus to pick up his teammate, but then again, this guy is showing us all guts, like no guts, no glory. And that's exactly what APG is doing at the moment. I mean, Rufus obviously is pretty low in HP, but we can see that East is still trying his best to crawl back, to get picked up at this point. And Celcom DJ Alliance is not stopping at all, but making it rain a lot of bullets. And there you go, sealing the deal. I think they were able to get those points done.
I mean, it was so risky for Ace to go for the pickup.
Yeah.
To me, he should have just left that one and fend for himself. He would have lasted longer for sure, but yeah, he still went for it. It became an easy straight line target for Celcom DG Alliance, and he went out. And because of that, now we have 3 teams. Here is between Team Flash, Celcom DG Alliance, and Alter Ego for the chicken dinner this round.
Yep. But okay, here's the situation. Stage 8, and we do have a prime spot here occupied by Alter Ego Eris and a Team Flash and Celcom DG Alliance. I think they have enough space to work with. And just look at that. We got 60-42 waiting for that right opportune moment to score some points here. I mean, that's exactly what you need to do. But again, a Mexican standoff happening, like in front of us, and we just have to wait until we totally run out of space here before these guys go for the engagement.
But the first one to run out of space will be likely Celcom DG Alliance. The next one, well, it's a 50-50 between Team Flash and Alter Ego. So hard to tell. So let's see how will Celcom DG Alliance manage this circle for now. Hopefully they have enough utilities. I don't think they have a vehicle. Their vehicle is blown up. So their only hope is to have enough smokes for them to move deeper into the circle.
Yeah. Oh, man. Moana, if he can pull this off, hands up. Hands up to this guy. Because obviously Team Flash will then get rid of Celcom DG Alliance. They will be pretty exposed. But then Moana will just have to wait, Hopefully he does have enough nades in his bag, in order for him to flush out Team Flash. But Succum DJ Alliance 60-42 still, trying to crawl, trying to sneak an attack here. Team Flash already out in the open. Here comes Moana with a massive spray. You goes down hard. And wow, Moana doing a lot of things here at the same time.
Okay, it could be Alter Ego, but it's Moana against Win. 1v1 right now. Moana with the rooftop. He has the high ground advantage. S12K in hand. Below him is Win with the DBS. It's not easy for Win with this angle. Moana has a good chance. But before that, finish off Hugh to ensure that the elimination point is locked in. And now one more to go. He's out of throwables. What can Moana do? What can Win do? Especially because he's on the lower ground. Oh, the blue will force Win to move forward. Moana might find his chance soon. This chance will show up. And there goes. Okay, Moana is reloading. He reloaded. Wrong timing. Now Win has that space. Moana might be forced to jump down. Here we go. Moana 1v1. Oh, behind. Who's going to win this fight? So hard to tell till they're dancing around this box. It is a TDM match right now, people. And at the end, it is Team Flash. Win. Got it. Oh my goodness. I could not believe this one.
Wow. Moana dropped the ball at the last minute. And Win, that was an absolute phenomenal clutch that just happened, for Team Clash. I mean, obviously the odds weren't on his favor. I mean, he was, the player from down below, but he took that opportunity. He took, he was really patient and was able to get the job done for Team Flash. And now we're looking at their second chicken dinner of the night.
Ooh. And Team Flash is back. The team with the stats is back again to lock in the chicken dinner. This time 9 elimination points and a wonderful finish by Win towards the end against Moana when the odds were against him. But there was a moment where Moana was reloading his S12K. He reloaded at the timing where Win, he moved forward. If he did not reload that time, Win moved forward. There was a small opening for Moana to shoot. But because he was reloading that time, Win went behind and it became a 50-50 and it forced Moana to come down.
All I know is that I clenched my fist and I was at the edge of my seat here watching, Moana and Win go head to head. That was beautiful to watch. It was a mano-a-mano CQC, and the perfect term that you said, it was a TDM match that happened between these two guys. And at the end, Win was able to come up on top, which is absolutely great.
Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy. All the timing, the split-second decisions, the movement, whether it was luck, whether it was game sense, I don't know, because it was so tight. Man, that was so close. Anyway, Team Flash back with the chicken dinner, followed by APG as the next team to watch. And then we have Alter Ego and Cellcom DJ Alliance. We haven't seen much of Cellcom DJ Alliance coming in as the teams to watch, so this is one of their better rounds, I would say.
Yeah, I think Cellcom DJ Alliance is one of the teams that performed great, at least during day one of the grand finals, but somehow, they kind of just faded away. But anyway, we still got a lot more matches to go through, so perhaps, they could maybe tweak their strategy up a bit. Head to head, it's you and Win of Team Flash here. I mean, they come from the same team, so all the stats here, of course, is doing wonders, for Team Flash.
Yep, that's why we can only compare the two players of Team Flash, Hugh, as well as Win. But the MVP this round is given to East based on stats, 5 eliminations, 1,169 damage for 5 eliminations. This dude did a lot of work.
Oh, for sure. Yes. I mean, he's been, quite strong from the get-go. I mean, he's always the last player to be taken down. He's always the last player to make it happen for Alpha Gaming. So I guess even with this tiny performance coming from East, I think everyone is happy, still satisfied with what Alpha Gaming is doing in this, tournament. And Doc continues to always belong in the top performers. So again, this guy is not even exerting a lot of effort, but he still dominates.
Oh, only 2 teams dominate the top performers chart here. It's either APG or Team Flash. Got East and Doc together as the duo, and Hugh and Win as the duo. But the bigger winner obviously is Win, but because he brought the chicken dinner to the team. And with that, 19 points for Team Flash. And then we have Alpha Gaming with 15, Alter Ego with 13, Cellcom DJ Alliance with 13 as well, so that's pretty nice. I can't say the same for RRQ, Vampire, the Vikings, and Fourth Rise. Not able to score a single point in this round. And there goes again my prediction. I don't know by now. I don't know.
Well, at least, for Sem9, Todak, Boom Esports, even Team Secret, they, it's their energy is fluctuating as well. I mean, we don't exactly know when they're gonna pop off and just really go for the gold here. Same thing goes for Tribe Aeromacy. Sometimes they're really hot, sometimes they're really, ultimately cold. So again, I think, the unpredictability of this tournament is what makes it exciting. That's the whole character of this competition. But we're just really happy, to see some of those explosive 1v1 clutch and even like a squad wipe out. Those are like the things we look forward to. It's one way of like looking at the exchange, like taking it to the street instead of the arenas.
Yeah, and Team Flash, they took to the streets. Now 5 chicken dinners in hand, and they create a gap again against Vampire Esports. ABG with a good round, they move up to number 4, pushing down Boom Esports and Alter Ego. Welcome to page number 1 with 81 points. Now, among the teams on page number 1, only APG and Alter Ego has no chicken dinner yet. So, yeah, waiting for their turn.
And AZ Slumber, man, they continue to be at the bottom here. So I don't know what needs to happen, or like if they are still up for it, the challenge of just maybe climbing up ranks over here. I mean, it's not always like every day you get to play with a lot of big names, in a lobby. So perhaps, we could see something that is as well from the side of the AZ Slumber. And as for, those teams that are still part of the second page, it's not late, for them to maybe come up with something like maybe a more effective rotation so far. But we're going to talk more of that action that just happened in the previous round when we come back after a short break. So please don't go away.
To the ring. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Step into the ring. Step into the ring. Step into the ring. Step into the ring. Yo.
man, this is the final wave for day number 3 of the grand finals. So welcome back to the Ruthless Invitational Showdown Season 12. We're down to our final round in Miramar. So is there going to be a shift, in the momentum? I don't know. This is Red Queen and Sir Cloud, your casters for this, spectacular tournament.
Yes. And we're back on the stats team that scored the chicken dinner. And it was a team flash, but it was very, very tight that it could have went to Alter Ego. It was that tight. If you missed that one, you need to rewind this stream and look at the final moment in that Irago match. It is arguably one of the best moments here today. And because of that, Team Flash, 2 chicken dinners in a day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And looking at the teams, obviously we got 3 Vietnamese flags here, 2 from Team Flash, obviously. So I guess it's safe to say that the Vietnamese teams are currently at the top of today's rounds. But then again, we're not done just yet because we still got match number 18 here in Miramar. And looking at the teams, your top scorers for this map, we got Tribe, APG, Team Flash, and Vampire Esports. The usual suspects, but are this the same teams we're going to be seeing dominating? We don't know.
Yeah, because I have to figure out my prediction. Haven't got a point yet. No. Is it going to be stats? Is it not going to be stats? Oh no. We're back at it again. Oh no. Can we skip this part? Can we just go to the game?
Can skip to the good part.
To the good part.
Oh man.
Vampire Esports. Let's go with stats. Yeah, there you go.
Sim 9.
Okay. All right, non-stats. Let's go. Man. So is Prod going to do stats or not stats? Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Team Flash.
Stats?
Oh man.
Let's go. We're the stats people.
Okay, all right. Team Flash. Okay, they might be going for their 3rd chicken dinner. After all, again, they started really strong during the playoffs and they continue to do just that for the grand finals. So it's not impossible at all, for Team Flash to go for their 3rd chicken dinner of the night here. Of course, the only question is that, for the 17 teams in the lobby, are they going to let that happen?
Is Vampire going to let that happen? Come on, Vampire. You're not going to let that happen, right? You want to get the throne for yourselves. Oh, let's not forget as well, because this is the last game for today. Whoever who's at the top, once this round finish, is going to set the match point.
Oh, yeah. We still have that smash rule, right? Okay, very nice.
Maybe tomorrow it's only 2 games and we're done,
Maybe again, if you're late in the game, okay, if you just tune in, again, we do have that smash roll taking effect tomorrow. Okay, so make sure that you subscribe to Ruthless Hype Esports to not miss out on anything, in any action, and any updates, within the community. And while you guys are at it, don't forget to visit our social media platforms as well. We do have, some other things that we post about other than PUBG. So yeah, we would love to, for you guys to be very engaging with everything that we post, and maybe we could exchange, some conversation within the PUBG community, within the competitive scene, or maybe even outside of our beloved game.
And there's still this debate of like, oh, do you like the smash rule? Do you not like the smash rule? Okay, we'd like to hear it from you guys as well. So put it in the comment section. We are keeping an eye on it just to get an idea on what the community thinks about like the smash rule. Do you like it? Do you not like it? There's it will be a good idea for the peeps behind the scene, right? To put up a poll like smash rule, yay or nay. Yeah, we like to see some numbers. Is it that how the cool kids say it nowadays? Like yay or nay? Or am I too boomer?
I'm not sure anymore. I'm so afraid to ask. Like if I ask something, like I feel like I'm gonna be bashed or I don't know. But
Why don't you know that?
I don't know. I feel like I'm getting judged at something.
Uh,
But okay. I mean, you guys need to share us something, right? You share us some tea. Again, we want to know about your predictions. We want to know, like, if you are one of those people who enjoy Smash Rule. And I think we've already talked about this one, Sir Cloud. You know, the thing that we miss about Ruthless Invitational Showdown, one of their features was that they got some, you know, questions from the comment section. I think that's something that we can do, you know, in the next tournaments to come.
oh, like remember that one season where we put up like questions from the fans?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bring
That-
that back. That's nice.
Yeah, being put on the spot.
Yeah, like they will ask like, oh, what other songs do you play? I don't know Goo Goo Dolls.
I don't know.
That's
Goo
too
Goo Dolls.
old for me.
Well, you just have to Google it, ladies and gents. You just have to find out, like, okay, the band that Sir Cloud just mentioned, Goo Goo Dolls.
It's a legendary band. It's like the same era as like Bon Jovi.
What?
Yeah,
No,
that's-
of course not.
No? Isn't
Are they
it?
not?
What? Aren't they?
I don't know.
Okay, I need to fact check that now.
I think no, like Bon Jovi is. Oh gosh, I think it's 80s, right? Not 90s. I mean, Goo Goo Dolls is 90s, so I don't know.
Well, to be fair, Bon Jovi were active. They are 80s, and then they were 90s. They were still active, and the early 2000s they were still active. Remember, like "It's My Life" that was like the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
So they were still
Oh,
active.
yeah.
So they were like across like 3 decades at least.
Oh my god. It's now
Oh,
or
man.
never. Ooh.
Oh man.
Speaking
Oh.
of now or never, well, this is a fight that we don't want to miss. Todak versus D Savior, and Pathogen first player to take a hit, and now also out of the game. Cleon is still trying to blast his way in up against D Savior, but is D Savior coming out to play this time? They're already at deficit here, so they're just waiting for Todak to actually come in full force.
Ah, but these Xavier they lost one though, so I don't know how full force are they gonna go. But not only that,
Oh,
Travis is
no.
gonna say hello to AZ Slumber. Oh, Gante, don't get stuck there. Not the position they want to be in. Zio with a shotgun. But he got an assist from Gante. Now he will be able to pick up this elimination point. And the rest of AZ Slumber, Azmi coming in. Is he the final player? Oh, not yet. Or maybe he is. Not too sure. Need to see a summary here. But there are 2 different fights happening. D Xavier
Oh,
and
no.
Toda fighting as well. Brian gets rigged.
Yeah, Rig already out of the game here. Just as I was about to say that maybe Tribe Air Mason, the execution is going smoothly, but maybe they could still win the fight here up against AZ Slumber, but they've taken a lot of damage as well. I mean, 2 players already out, and those are the key players. I mean, Zio and Rig. So this is not a good situation as well coming from Tribe Aramacea. Now we're looking at Gyante. He does have an explosive bow over here, but not hitting his targets just yet. AC Slumber has the chance to win this fight up against Tribe Aramacea just because of the numbers.
Wow, okay. And they move like in unison, right? Like they see one person, they just go, let's go, guys. 3 of us. He only has an explosive bow. And he used it once. And it took him out. Now it's only Delta. But we're back on the Tora and D Xavier. It looks like D Xavier, they have the best of Tora now.
Yeah, obviously they're backing them in a corner over here, making sure that they won't be able to counter. But I guess Dodak has a different, idea in mind. And, well, they were able to counter, but it was D Savior at the end who won the fight, but not without taking some losses as well. Tribe Aramacea also out of the game with only 1 point. And, D Savior down to a duo. Shin and Pathogen already out of the game.
And that's 2 teams out. So that's Tora and Trapper Messi. Okay. Do we see any other potential fights now that we have a good overview? I don't see